Weston can tell you that if we end up in a vehicle situation, we will be happy. So.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do my best to avoid vehicles this entire session.
I'm gonna fall out the fucking moving vehicle and have to make a
We
million
haven't,
death
we haven't
saves.
had a long rest in like
Don't
3
do that.
sessions, correct?
No,
you
we
guys
haven't.
are definitely tired right now. That's one of the things your characters will have to discuss. But first, we should recap last week. It was short, and it shouldn't take
On
too
Dragon
long.
Ball Z.
On
Weston
Spaceballs
ditched us because he didn't like
Z's.
us at all. It was really
Yeah,
sad.
I had to,
We were all
play-
very sad about it.
Fucking fighting game. Yeah, everyone was excited. I heard everyone was like, "Fuck that guy." I was there.
Where did we start off? Oh, we started off
You wanna tell you?
just cremated. Yeah.
The funeral scene.
And that was sad.
You know, one of the things that made it really
Collected him
sad for me
into
is...
Tim.
Yeah, one of the things that made that really sad for me was only half the party even got to be there because of just like the circumstances of the situation, which made it like
Yeah.
extra sad.
Get her done, yo.
You just got really quiet for me.
I
man.
thought it was extra sad.
Oh,
It was
fine.
louder now.
That makes sense. Yep. So there was a short funeral scene. Well, I mean the rest of the funeral scene. After they had hung out for a little bit, they didn't have much to discuss because they were all pretty morose. Broderick came out and with a coffee can of Voss's ashes.
I appreciate the Big Lebowski.
Thank
yeah.
you. Every session.
I was listening to it and
Having
no
a
one said
reference.
anything. I was like, "Come on, guys, say it." I know you're thinking it. Just say it.
And
Still haven't
we cut to the bar after people had after they had started making their way towards the solar flare. What is it? Sorry, I'm really out of it. We ordered food for the child.
Yep.
And for me,
And for you.
everyone's gotta eat.
For the children,
It's
like
true.
Wu Tang. Wu Tang's for the children.
I ran into the group just as I was going to put in the order. I'm not entirely sure that there was more. I haven't seen last week's pod, so I don't remember if there was
I think
anything
Nick
between.
is saying somebody help me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ronan heard something, right? That was
Yes.
that session.
Yeah, I was on my way back after having ordered a whole bunch of food, and
Dr. Carradine? Carradine?
it was
Carradine?
Carradine.
Carradine, yeah,
Carradine.
Dr. Carradine, and she was,
Not happy about it.
yeah, she became pretty shaken, as it were, and was
Shook?
a little. Yeah, she was pretty shook. She was less than stoic than her normal stoic self, her normal sarcastic, dry self, and after that, Toma had come to speak with us about a lead on the Valentine, I believe. And from there we planned a little bit. Toma received word from his guards, or from his security, that Sango-san's backstory showed up again.
Three of Sango-san's backstory.
Yeah. And Toma was just like, okay, I have to go. I gotta go deal with this. They're pretty persistent. So he went. We didn't really think too much about that. We were worried, but not immediately worried, especially since we were all very
Toma was
exhausted.
always 100% solid with you guys.
Yeah. And after a little bit more discussion, we heard a kerfuffle outside. Somebody realized it was Toma's voice, right as a sword went through the door with a whole bunch of blood.
Great sword.
And
A red-bladed greatsword.
yeah. And
Dope as fuck. And James the player was like, I want it. I want it.
And we all immediately knew what that meant, which meant that combat was definitely not going to happen that
Yeah.
night. Psych! We opened the door and started fighting real hard,
Real hard.
real good.
Your guys' other option was to like jump one at a time
I thought
out
about
the
it.
window
Yeah.
and
But
down
it was-
into the thing. So
It seemed
Almost
not
a good
great.
idea, but
it was
not quite.
possible, but like if they could clear space and catch up to you guys quicker than you could go down, you would end up in like this crazy vertical fight that would have
Yeah,
been like
dude.
really hard to protect the kid.
Really bizarre. We hold like some of us hold up behind a table. I carried Toma's like limp body, back to safety. Isel failed at healing him, and
That's not true. Isel didn't
He-
fail at healing him.
he
For the
healed
record,
him. He did his absolute best.
That's a matter of perspective, and from Isel's perspective, he's certainly.
I understand that. I'm just
So-
saying, for the record, there was like no amount of
No, I know.
ability for you to.
I
completely
understand
save
that as a
him.
player.
I definitely,
Yeah,
I definitely rolled,
I
but
just like
there was
throwing
no
shade at
way
Isel.
for you to 100% save him because he's just not the kind of character that could take a great sword through the stomach and get through
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest, I don't think any one of us could have taken a great sword through the stomach at this specific.
Definitely not
You'd be
the regular
surprised.
human guy
I
with
mean-
a gun.
Maybe
Yeah.
Sanguisan.
Yeah, maybe
multiple
Sango's
people, including me, who rolled max health every level so far, were one shot.
Would have been
this-
downed.
that
Yeah.
session,
Yeah.
so-
We got smite a couple of times, and that was rough.
They were the Kaltal Templars were definitely as beefy as I
Uh,
expected them to be.
After I think two or three rounds, the coffee can exploded, and Voss showed up, and we were all kind of really just like, wait, what? I mean, like not as players, because we all knew, but our
Can I just say,
characters
I'm glad
sure
we
were
didn't
surprised.
spend money on a fancy urn now.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
He is a
Um,
Templar of Folgers now, though, which is really cool. That'll be good to have.
Yeah, no, it literally says Folgers on his forehead. but,
excuse
like,
me,
the
it's-
logo.
Tea is the best part of waking up.
It's true.
That's right.
Damn
Voss
right
did
I am.
a really good
Aisha
job of
in
doing
your
a lot of
cup.
damage.
This is Folgers on there.
we-
on his forehead.
After some time, we dispatched the main bad one, like the big bad one, and then the lesser bad one, and the one that was like dying gave us some exposition, and I'm a little fuzzy on those exact details. But then Sengu-san
It's not
removed his
important.
head from his body,
said
so I mean that was that.
We were just the scouts. The soldiers are on their way.
There you go.
They also called Sanguisan their brother, or at least hinted at it.
Oh yeah.
And
We
he was
tried.
like, I'm an only child.
After all is said and done, we're all not dying anymore because I think two of us went down.
Yeah, there were a couple. There were Weston's
three of us
character
went
almost
down.
died, and he wasn't there.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
I think Sanguisan was down, too,
Yeah,
if I
Sanguisan
remember.
was
After
down, which is why I
taking
didn't heal
stock.
anybody.
Oh yeah, sorry. The Starborn child. I have
Yeah.
the name somewhere.
It's Leor.
Leor. She pulled an 11 River Tam and launched a whole bunch of things with some sort of psionic abilities, and really hurt the last. That was what happened.
It
hurt the last couple.
actually looked more like a kinetic thing, like her, like almost like the static electricity of her
Oh, okay.
Starborn body got so powerful that it pulled everything in, and then when she screamed at it, it launched it all at it.
Okay.
It wasn't. It didn't appear to be psionic.
Okay.
Just for,
And so that was a cool thing. And she went immediately to eating food off of the floor, which is understandable. I imagine that took a
She's
lot
hungry.
of energy. Also, she's
She
a little
actually-
kid.
She's
she
a
actually
grown girl.
passed out at one point too, I think. 'Cause she was just
Yes,
tired.
somebody picked her up.
I think Flair's carrying her. So.
Yeah.
Then we took stock of the rest of the battlefield, and we're just like, oh, Toma's dead, and he left us a really kind, sad message on his. I mean, sad for us, not for him. Message on
Probably
his
sad for him, too.
little data pad, and he's just like, go get your ship, and he left us with a gift in the garage, which we went to go get
Beautiful
or
gift.
go check out, and it was a really nice gift.
It was an Infernal War Machine.
big truck.
It came with 2 free ghosts though.
Battle
That's
truck.
Shane.
At least it doesn't run on souls.
You don't know that.
And
You don't know that.
and that's where we left off, I believe.
And we're gonna pick up here. Did everybody read their patch note?
I
No,
read
I
the
don't-
patch notes, but I didn't read the vehicle.
I didn't read the vehicle stuff either.
I don't read the patch note.
Not alone. I know I can count on you, Ian.
You guys are the worst students. So
We are.
I'm gonna quickly kind of
Bye.
give you guys. I'm gonna trust you guys as people who have played with me for a long time to just generally be able to handle having new mechanics thrown at you
I
and
think
figuring them
that'll
out
be
as you go.
fine. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
I've just
but-
been really busy this week.
No, you're good. You're good.
I would
I mean,
be.
Shane and Weston and Nick. Nick, you did the my original playtest.
The required reading?
You drove the
these
most of it.
mechanics.
Yeah,
he's-
yeah.
Required reading.
I
Some
drove the
reading
one.
is
No,
damned.
These mechanics were first playtested in the Sunday group before I brought them into your guys' campaign. So,
Yeah.
and I'll just say that like essentially the heart and design of the rules is that it's with like land vehicle like movement battles is that they're designed so that like players can do things with the vehicles, but players can also just do things as players. So like. So you'll be in a vehicle, and your vehicle will have stations, and stations are like different areas of the vehicle where you can use your action to affect the combat with the vehicle, or you can do things like climb on top of the vehicle and then leap off of it and try to jump on like an enemy's vehicle and fight them and stuff like that. So if you guys go to your journal as your characters enter the battle truck to see what all it gives you, you will see that the battle truck now has stats.
Yeah, it's some dumb stats.
Dummy thick.
I
mean,
definitely
I'm-
made it better than the last thing you guys played.
It is absolutely way better than the last
Thing
thing.
is dummy thick is what you're trying to tell me.
It's pretty
So,
cool though. It
the-
takes a lot less damage though.
Some basic rules of vehicles is like pretty much anything can hurt a vehicle. They're resistant to a lot of like basic types of damage though, and they're immune to a lot of things that would normally hurt players. So they're kind of like at the very least for your character, they're like a moving barrier, like moving cover. So this weapon stations, you'll see there's different weapon stations. Most things require a dex to aim. However, you guys notice that on the inside of the battle truck, which can be full cover because the whole back end of it is essentially like a cargo/riding area, but there are actually open slits, and you find hooked to one of the walls, but it can be actually unhooked and moved to the other wall with an action if you want. You find what is essentially like a massive chainsaw that can be used by a strength character for like when you're next to another vehicle and you want to just try to take them out with it. There's also support stations. There's the helm station, which is where Ronan's going to be. So none of you need to learn those mechanics. And then I also decided to add like a tester support station. So there's a station in the back for somebody who's feeling like maybe their moveset isn't going to help as much as just like trying to affect the battlefield would, where you can like oil slick or road spike, like Super Mario style. That only works on vehicles that have wheels, and as you guys already know, there's plenty of vehicles that don't have wheels. So like in some ways, this station can be ineffective depending on
Fucking
how things
lame, dude.
but it's there for you.
That oil slicks don't work against things that don't have wheels.
Are you trying to tell
Sounds
me that things hover?
What
'Cause
if
that's not realistic.
What if one has access to fire magic? Will the oil slick be better? Just saying.
It could be a fire slick then.
Hey man, not
Yeah.
all oil is flammable.
Okay, cool.
To be fair.
True.
So really quick, I'm just gonna run. This totally doesn't mean you guys are having like a combat tonight, but actually I'm gonna tell you guys like the basics.
Let's just
of
stealth
stuff.
roll.
Very subtle.
Does.
Also,
I'll do it.
you guys will notice at the bottom that it comes with 300 rounds of 50 cal ammo. That's not loaded in. That's just in it. There's also 10 extra grapple shots. There's also 5 vehicle repair kits, which can be used to repair the vehicle. Larger ships have, like, once you guys get to, like, flying in space and stuff, you guys will discover that larger ships have, like, an engineering station where, like, somebody who's an engineer can actually do things to, like, heal the ship during combat and stuff and, like, do things like speed up its movement. But That doesn't really work with this kind of vehicle. So.
Do the vehicle repair kits, can they only be used like outside of combat?
Yes.
Or like while the vehicle's
they can,
stopped?
They can only be used outside of combat.
Okay.
So, but one of the things about vehicles is, so they have a damage threshold. So your vehicles, the battle truck's vehicle damage threshold as it is now is 10, which means anytime it takes less than 10 damage, it's just not affected by the damage. And then it has a mishap threshold, which is 35. So anytime it takes 35 or more damage, I actually roll a percentile die, and it has some kind of effect on the vehicle.
Yeah.
And all the vehicles you fight will be like that too.
Is that 35 damage in one hit, or like every 35
I'm
damage?
assuming, right?
35 damage and over from one hit, so it wouldn't
Okay.
trigger if you took 70, it wouldn't trigger twice.
Yeah.
Unless you took 35 and then 35 from another attack.
Gotcha.
And also, just so you guys note, the back of the battle truck is pretty much open, so it can provide full cover if you duck down, or you'll be at half cover if you're standing. And so you just move through the back of the battle truck, and then up, like essentially like the picture if you want to be on the guns. So yeah, this is the battle truck, and at this point I think one of the things your characters need to decide is where they should go first.
Well, first, I think we should take a sit down.
I mean, we
think
can.
yours is garage.
This garage is I would imagine you would be thinking you would want to leave this garage because the guys you just killed said more people were on the way, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, where's the area of town where these kind of trucks just, chill?
Well, I mean, the direction that you guys were sent, the docks is the oldest part of. It's like a northeastern section of the district, and it's like the oldest part of the district, to the point that like parts of it are just like completely abandoned, like failed construction and stuff. So like that's definitely an area that the truck would be less likely to draw suspicion from the law. But you're also in the red light district, and as you guys have seen from cruising around here, like you guys have done a fair amount of crazy shit, and the law hasn't even responded to it. So, but I mean,
That's fair.
so
That one time we bribed them and they let us through.
Yeah.
Just
That was the
sounds like
only
we're above the
response
law.
of law enforcement.
Fantasy
Yeah,
mirrors
so-
reality.
Like the red light, a lot of the red light district is just like pretty much outlaws. Like you guys cruising around have probably seen parked vehicles that were armed in some fashion, like hangar vehicles and stuff. So you guys just haven't had to deal with any of them.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
sure
take
we
a ride to
can.
the.
I'm sure we can find somewhere reasonably like out of the way, and I'm sure no one's gonna just be like, "That looks like a truck we should fuck with."
Yeah, let's take
But
a
you
ride to
never
the
know.
docks and stand
All right.
watch.
Cool. Are we like in the garage now? We're in the garage, getting to the vehicle, deciding where to go.
Yeah.
That's the dealio. Okay. Vaz will say, I don't want to give him a start, but maybe that Broderick, he was willing to hide us before. Maybe he's willing to hide us even better. For better coin or whatnot.
Given the amount of people that are now hunting us, I believe trusting anyone, with the exception of Homa, who is no longer an option, is a mistake.
Plus, Broderick will assuredly drive the price of cover. Could make our way to the docks. Seem less suspicious. Keep watch.
The docks, just so you know, is a pretty big section. Like once you get there, you would have to actually scouting out the entire docks would be it would be a little bit of a project. It would take a little while.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean,
but there's definitely like abandoned warehouses and shit in the docks.
I'm not saying we should just. That's terrible to your character. We can just take an area of the docks and just stand watch in cycles.
I think
Anything
it's
suspicious
best,
pops up, we can take care of it.
I think it's best we go somewhere that I don't have to be seen as well.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Which one of you is stronger now? He's gonna point to Voss and Sangusan.
The Kevin, I'll say. Depends on how you mean by stronger.
I'm gonna point to the saw on the
would say,
armored vehicle.
Well, I would imagine since it's looks like fully covered from outside view, either one of us, but Sangusan should be as far inside as possible if we're going to be invited.
That's a good call.
You can close up the back so it's as high as the top, and if you want, you can completely secure the top. But while the top shield is up, you wouldn't have complete access to go up the ladders to the guns. So you can drive it a little bit less conspicuously.
It should be noted that Flair and Lior should also avoid being seen.
And
Agreed.
not to
Given
be
that
selfish.
there are only 2 of them in the entire galaxy.
That we know of.
This is true, and I should
The fact
probably.
that Lior is even here means that anything is possible.
Yeah, he's just gonna like rub his temples as people talking over him. It's like maybe I should stay inside too. Everyone seems to know me.
You do have a lot of friends.
I'll say.
I would look at Flair and I would say, I cannot do it anymore. Aisha has not let me keep around my abilities of disguise, but can you make yourself look more like Lior if a bad situation turns to a worse situation?
Not exactly. I can make myself hard to see, though.
I'm talking about if we need to draw away someone. You would be the best disguise, the best piece of trickery we had. But
Do you guys want to have
this?
this? Do you guys want to have this conversation as you're driving to the docks?
Yeah.
Just so I'm-
It's
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
wise.
Can't exactly disguise myself, but I've been a distraction before, and I can do it again.
An A+ distraction. He'll wink at you.
Mm-hmm. She gives you double finger guns.
Then I believe Zed is right that both of you should be hidden. No sense in drawing unneeded.
I'll stay inside and take stock of what we have. Make sure Lior has everything she needs, and maybe think of a plan.
If you are needed, though, I think Sangusan should be our first priority to keep out of sight, and he is more than capable of protecting Lior.
Absolutely.
Well, the quicker we get off this planet, the quicker they'll be off the trail, yeah? We got this fine machine. He'll slap side of it. I think we could take the station.
That would be a sight to behold.
I mean, yeah,
This thing is pretty cool. Have you seen the guns on the top?
and Sangusan's friends would be suicidal to attack us while we're surrounded by the station.
They
Or
seem
we
like they
can
were
try and
capable of
lead them.
as just as much.
If we have a way of leading them in behind us, they could cause a big distraction as we grab your ship.
My thoughts exactly, Sangusan.
Well, first to the docks. Yes, you all need rest. I am a little more invigorated.
Yeah,
by Aisha, but
I'm not feeling too good.
Functioning fine. However, I am nearly out of resources.
I need sleep. Lior needs
we
sleep.
all need resources. We all need sleep.
All right. So, as this conversation carries on, Ronan drives the back roads through to the docks, and ahead of you guys, you see a somehow even dimmer part of town. A lot of it looks like it was once industrial buildings and stuff that have long since closed. But as Ronan does pull past what is essentially like the border into this community, this borough of the district, you guys do see that there is a main street with quite a bit of activity, because there is a part of the very, very low rung of the ladder of the economic status that lives out here. And you do notice some side roads also coming in that lead to different collections of warehouses and stuff. They are owned and sometimes often used. Zed, you and Ronan would know, by criminal organizations and stuff, because the cops basically never come out here. On the main road, you know that there's mostly it's like bars and whorehouses, and there's definitely some random other ways to entertain there, like whether it be like arcades or just like random goof off stuff. Though, like, this is an area where a lot of criminals hang out and stuff when they're not being criminals in other areas of the station. And
There's still people.
yeah, like Zed and Ronan, you definitely know of like places that you can park a vehicle and stay overnight if you're hiding out from the law and that kind of thing in this area. And it just depends on kind of like where you guys want to go.
I'm not.
So you kind of pull up to this junction that has like a side path away from the main road, and then the rest of it like goes down the main road towards these places that you could stay. That are
I'm
actually
leaving the choice to Ronan.
Ronan's pretty out of it. Like, she's
Yeah, so is Zed. He's almost
yeah.
bled out twice.
Going on autopilot. I would probably find like just the cheapest, probably, or like the least likely place anybody would know Zed,
Okay.
which is hard, but
well, I
possible.
mean, a lot of the places up here, like you can, like most people use them, and when they use them, they give a little extra, and it's kind of like, don't tell anybody I'm here because I'm laying
Okay.
low. That's like part of this business community. I'm not gonna say that like they 100% will never tell anybody that you're there, but like that's they wouldn't have consistent clientele if they didn't generally stick to that. So
I'm not the biggest fish in the sea.
Yeah. Then yeah, I'd probably find the closest one so that we can get to sleep quickly.
Sure. So yeah, you pull into a garage that actually has like a large. It's like an old industrial like office building that kind of got turned into like one of these like pay by the night motels, and you find a small underground garage that you pull the battle truck into and exit, and your party kind of like walks to an elevator that takes them up a floor to kind of a dingy lobby where it's pretty small. It's like not even 100 feet wide, and you see like it's kind of like a few dim lights and some torn chairs, and sitting behind a kind of U-shaped receptionist desk is like a young teenage guy who's just got like his sneakers kicked up on the table. He's just listening to headphones, like, flipping through his data pad. He doesn't even notice you guys come in.
We're all here, right?
Yeah.
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 You guys like throw something over Leor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Well, we got close for her, I thought.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
but
like, if you don't like, she's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
she's like still passed out in
Gotcha.
Flair's arms. So
yeah,
I'm just wondering if you just like want to disguise her at all, or like make her.
Yeah,
harder to recognize.
I'd probably put like a blanket over her, conveniently covering her head.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you hear him pop his bubblegum loudly as he's flipping through his data pad. He's on like Facebook or something, kids.
Yeah, I mean,
As they do.
just
Spacebook.
just walk up and
Facebook. Ugh.
we're gonna be staying out there and just place 100 credits on the table, or like my personal computer with 100 credits on the screen. You wanna make sure I wasn't seen?
I'm gonna like sidestep in front of Flare holding Lior. Just like it's not gonna do anything. I'm tiny, but like to block
He
it
kinda,
from
like,
view.
Without even moving his neck, he kind of flicks his eyes up. He pops the bubble gum again, and he looks up at you and he says, "How many rooms?"
I'm gonna put a finger up to my lips and say, "Shh, she's asleep."
How many rooms?
Voz will say 3. 3 rooms will suffice.
3 rooms.
It's gonna be 50 more creds, guys.
Yeah, I got it. And yeah, I'll give him 50 more credits. I'm not in the mood to haggle right now. I'm in no mood.
Yeah. He pulls out 3 like door swipe cards and he tosses them up on the table, and then he lifts his data pad up. You see him flip the app and he touches it. Money goes out of your account, and then he just goes back to what he's doing.
All right, let me actually take that out.
And as you guys head upstairs for your long rests, who's going to what rooms, and is there anything else you guys want to do before you go to sleep?
I will stop us when we get up there and say, I think that we should be in 1 or 2 rooms and leave a 3rd one as a decoy, just in case.
It's not a bad plan.
I see Aisha has brought back your wit,
My wit was never gone.
as well as your muscles.
This
She
is
literally interrupts you and says that, yeah.
Man, there's really something about Shane blowing on his nails that emphasized that in character for me.
Yes, leave a torch burning in 1 room that we are not in. Also, be easy to keep.
If
yeah,
you don't
just
mind,
talk about it and make my way up.
if you don't mind, I would like to take the room by myself.
Yeah, sure.
If you need anything, Ronan, we'll be right next door. Sleep over if you want.
I don't need anything.
Yeah, just let her be.
We're all tired and cranky. Let's go to bed.
Will I incur penalty from because I'm basically will I incur penalty for not taking a long rest? Like extra on top of.
Not the first night.
Okay.
Yeah, Ronan will go to the 1 room by herself
All right.
and cry herself to sleep.
No.
All right. What about the other 2 rooms, guys?
You cry, we're having a sleepover.
I am not gonna care who comes in. I'm just gonna go lay down in a bed. I'm just gonna wave
So
my
Ronan
hands.
goes into 1 and quickly closes the door, and then you guys just see Zed just without even.
Yeah, I won't say anything. I'll just wave my hand and.
He leaves the door open to see who's gonna use that room also, and he just goes and crashes on a bed.
Yeah.
I almost think, like, technically speaking, we should split up Lior and Sanguison. In case someone comes for either of us, they don't find both.
It's a smart move.
That would be.
That is a good idea.
I mean, we could do Zed, Voss, Sanguison in 1 room, and then me, Lior, and Nizel in the other.
Yeah.
That makes the most
Yeah, we're
sense.
All right, and you guys just all crash out because you're really tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'd
but I
probably
only
stay
do
up-
it for
I'd
4
probably s-
hours.
I'd probably stay up a little bit longer. Oh, I transfer 4 hours. Yeah, I'd stay up a little bit longer just to make sure Lior gets like settled in and everything. But
So the night goes quiet, and all of you in your times start to fall asleep. Flare, you watch her until for a while, and you see that she doesn't really ever come out of it. She's definitely just like really tired from that interaction she had. And then eventually you, with a smile, seeing her safe there, lean back and you begin your trance.
Mm-hmm.
Flare.
Don't do this to me.
As your mind drifts and your rest begins, memories creep to the forefront of your mind. Your eyes open as bands of astral energy ripple uncontrollably out from you. You hear your own voice screeching in pain, and you see the energy clashing against porcelain white walls around you, leaving lines of black across and showing like silvery metal behind the paint. Your ears are bombarded by an endless thrumming as waves of energy compress on your body from all directions. Suddenly, from within your mind, you feel a connection to thousands of complex overlays of energy stretching out all around you. And then, as you feel ears form on the sides of your head, distant whispers creep through the noise and travel to them. You hear a strong female voice speak clearly despite all the noise around you. Their vitals seem normal, energy reading steady. It's time to see if this worked. Alright. Slow burn on the arc lights 1 through 8. Let's see if they're the real deal. Immediately after this voice seeps out of your ears, the pressure begins to slowly but surely lift from your body. The thrumming through the chamber you're encased in goes away, and nothing is left but you and an eerie ring of silence. Several waves of exhaustion rush over you as you sink to the ground in this enclosed chamber, and your vision, blurring before you, turns completely black. Doctor, she's waking up. You hear a monotone voice say from somewhere close by, and as you open your eyes and you look around you, you see yourself in what almost appears to be like a hospital bed. You awaken, and you see this kind of thin, clean white sheet over you, and 2 figures at either side of you. One is a tall, thin, smiling, with almost care on her face, a Leonti woman. She appears to be some kind of doctor. And then across from her at the other side of the bed, you see an equally tall avatar Nemetic, powerfully built, looking down at you with curiosity and concern. She looks to the Nemetic and says, "Yes, they are awake. Go, Goliad. I'll speak to them alone." The Nemetic nods. "Of course, Doctor." And he turns and he leaves the room. She looks down at you and says, "It's amazing, you know? All these years, all these failed experiments, and now you. A little flare of light in my darkness. I'm Dr. Nilu Pia. I'm your mother." And then you fall back out of your trance, fully rested.
Oh,
And as all of you leave your rests in the morning, you find yourselves level 4.
Hello!
At this time, you may roll your health, decide on attribute bonuses or feats, or you can take another color. No, I'm kidding. You can't. So
Hey, let's take another color, guys.
I mean, we can. It would just be a waste of a 4th level character advancement. It would do absolutely nothing.
Matt, can you say that last name one more time?
Sure thing.
It was Nilu.
No, I actually think I had brain scramble. So the name is Pila, Pila, Nua, Nua, and she was a Leonti doctor.
Okay.
And the Nemetic that was assisting her was Goliad.
Goliad, yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was bound to happen eventually.
Hey! We got a crit and a fail.
Oh my goodness.
how we do?
Oh, Weston, that
That's not
was
bad.
that was rough, buddy.
That's okay. I 3. It's at least not a 1.
Yeah. I don't know.
No
I think
offense,
that,
Ian.
God damn it!
I mean, I rolled max. I rolled max the last 2 levels. It's fine.
don't forget if you do decide to go with feats to check out that doc we added on the patch
The
notes.
species
That was.
feats.
I'm taking mine.
Yeah, thanks. I have to choose between.
Feel free to tell each
Two
other
good feats.
if you choose cool things. Let the party know what they are, because it'll help them battle at your side.
Uh,
What's the Starborn one?
Let me see.
you're a big, dumb, stupid idiot head.
Nope, that's not it. I didn't make
Oh.
it.
Wait, no, I think that is it, actually.
Nope.
That's supposed
When
to
I
come out of
use
patch notes this week.
when I use my meditation ritual feature, I choose a damage type to get resistance to instead of it being fire. My destiny thing, where I can add a d6 to a check, becomes a d10 instead. And I can cast Astral Empowerment once per long rest without a slot, and when I do, I become proficient with that weapon. So now I can pick up a weapon and immediately know how to use it.
Everyone else taking stat boosts.
I might
I come out
actually
of my
take,
sleep with
Oh,
even
no.
bigger muscles.
I might actually
I'm
take
between.
skilled to help our fucking
I took
non-tech team.
I took skilled on Fridays on my character.
I'm taking.
Well, rogues
Either-
are more nerfed in this, and they don't get the free 4.
Yep.
It's
And we
not
don't
even-
have a tech person at all.
It's between mobile
and
and
skilled is really good.
experimental vision.
Yeah, I'll be nice and take skilled,
Mobile's real good.
so we can have tech.
So is experimental vision.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Uh,
experimental vision again?
Your dark vision's 120. You have a plus 5 bonus to wisdom perception checks, and I'm immune to the surprised condition.
Yeah, that one's pretty
It's
sick.
not bad.
It's pretty solid.
It's not bad at all.
Is that the pneumatic one?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna get both. It's just a matter of which one I'm getting first.
Yeah, I'm taking skilled.
What other skills are you
need-
taking besides tech?
I guess
Athletics
vision.
and maybe performance. No, athletics, tech, and investigation.
All right, I like it.
I would have meditated when we get up the next day, I guess.
Okay.
And I will choose.
bonus. That's
The
50.
when those Templars were smiting us, it was radiant, right?
Yes. No, I think it was fire. It was fire.
It was fire. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna choose to take fire.
Those paladins were doing fire too. We're doing fire.
Did you take tech and computers, Weston?
Oh shit! I should.
Not a bad move.
Computers has come up far more often than tech has so far.
That's true.
It's true.
Yeah, tech is a knowledge check. Computers is like
I'll-
an action check, basically.
I
Yeah.
don't see us
so.
using tech very often.
Okay, do I want computers and tech? Do I just want computers? And if I do want computers and tech, do I drop athletics or
I brought-
investigation?
Just as a thing, because I already talked to one player about it outside of the game, who was talking to me about your guys' lack of computers and tech ability. Like, you guys have never done it, but it's definitely always an option in D&D at some point to just go try to find an NPC to hire to do a specific job for you. So,
Yeah.
I don't think we have that
If that-
privilege right now, but
no, you don't right now, but like
I could. Be.
Normally.
things will
More.
open up even more.
I'll drop. It's in his character to be good at tech and computers, so I'll
Okay.
drop athletics and get tech and computers.
Okay.
Question:
I took a +2 to strength.
Who doesn't have
I'm doing this for you guys.
What was that?
Who doesn't have what?
who doesn't have dark vision?
Me.
I think it's it.
I'm a simple guyan.
Chris, do you have dark vision?
Really quick, is everybody
think
get
so.
on their levels?
I am.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm almost done. That's why I'm
I need to
asking.
get a cantrip.
That's a good computer check.
I was just making sure the macro works.
Does it
I'm gonna
count?
take. I think I'm gonna take
Did
dancing
Kellen
lights.
have dark vision?
No.
Okay, then
There's
I don't have dark vision.
there's hardly any like flat species that have dark vision.
But now that
Oh,
you're a
that's
paladin of
Telltale.
Aisha, everything you do is just gonna like make light, probably. So you're good.
True, that's what I was kind of looking at. That, thanks.
Hey, that's flavor at work.
Starborn,
God damn it!
I don't.
do not. So
No,
it's just me and
I'm-
Isel.
Yeah, I'm taking dancing lights just in case that ever comes up.
It's a good call.
Out of
Oh, wait,
curiosity,
only ones
what are
with
the
dark vision?
Falmor?
What?
They are. I don't know how to summarize them.
They're one of the species that we need to define better.
Okay.
But
Just
they look like the they look like the dudes from Mass Effect. So the
Which?
Turians.
Guys,
Oh,
guys,
right,
guys, 2d6 for sneak attack. Come on.
You guys haven't met any Thalmor
Oh,
here yet.
baby.
so I think that they have some super basic lore on their page.
But we've met two Starborn.
But you've met two Starborn.
Or have we, Matt?
Hey man, sometimes people happen to be.
Jeez,
Ooh.
rough.
That was some
Why is it always
vitriol.
my characters who have
some
visions?
assault?
It's always my characters that get visions.
Hey man, you weren't the first one in this campaign though.
I'm aware. But it's always in sci-fi campaigns, because my character in Jesse's campaign had constant
yeah.
visions that just sometimes prevented her from sleeping.
Your character's not having visions; they're having memories.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's different. All right.
All right, as you guys all wake up and regroup in the morning, you have this whole section of the district ahead of you where your ship could be. And what do you guys want to do? How do you guys want to scout this out?
Renan's definitely trying to not make eye contact with people.
Alright, I think what we came to
Run and make a
last
performance
night.
check.
Oh snap! I'm super good at these.
All right,
Gotta roll.
everybody else make insight checks.
I'm super wise. Oh, I crit, never mind.
Under 10.
Nice crit, Weston.
Yeah, he's super wise.
Sanguis-
Zed's known for
I-
one thing, it's being wise.
Sanguisun, Zed, and Isel all like 100% can tell that Ronan is just like super not feeling like Ronan right now. It's obvious. Flair, you're too busy kind of like taking care of Lior and
Mhm.
Voss. And Voss, you're basically like right now, you're like your attention is taken up by watching Sanguisun like a hawk because that's like your job.
Yeah. While
Um,
also watching the whole group because I feel like I'm probably the most invigorated and best off at the moment, even after a long rest.
as that's happening, actually,
I'll
Flair's
be
going
back
to
in
go up
just
to
a minute, guys.
Voss.
Sorry.
Flair's going to go up to Voss and say, "Hey, you remember that thing you asked me yesterday? I learned how to do it."
Oh, it's not. That was a good plan.
Yeah, it took me like 4 hours, but I think I have it right.
Actually,
That is
yeah.
be-
As you guys gather back up from the long resting too, I would like all characters to remember that this is probably the first chance you've really had to talk to Voss about being
Yeah.
alive.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, saving everybody and stuff, so.
It's a big deal.
I'm gonna make eye contact with Ronan and just give a little like nod with the eye, the squinted Clint Eastwood eyes, like, yeah. Because I know you don't want anything. I know you just want to know. I'm paying attention.
Yeah. She just gives like a slight eye roll and just shakes her head.
Yeah,
It's
he'll
clear that she looks like
Yeah. He'll just nod after that, like,
Yeah.
"Mhm." And then he'll look to Sanguisun. And as he like opens his mouth, it's like, He'll turn to Voss. What's going on here? Did we talk about this?
There is, I think there's a lot to talk about, but we should be more focused on getting off this planet.
I think I would feel more comfortable if I
For
knew
now-
what was going on. Yeah?
Now, long story short, I prayed to Aisha, and Voss is back.
Hey, I'll take it.
And I am tasked with protecting all of you, but Sanguisan the most, as I understand it.
So you're gonna stop it, all of you but Sanguisan? It's like, what?
But Sanguisan the most.
Right.
Okay.
I'm just
I
glad
don't
to have
really-
you back,
I-
boss.
I can't. I appreciate that, and I don't remember exactly what happened at the end, but I don't really know how to explain what happened afterwards either. I saw Aisha. I guess in the flesh isn't the right terminology, but as in the flesh as I could. And she changed me.
So you were in the sun.
It very much seemed like it, yes.
Sorry, you were in the star. So that's-
I mean, I don't want to sound macabre here, but I saw your open head there, bud. And it's
You kind of like
you know-
reach up.
you know it's good to not see that, not have to think about that.
Say, well, it was a good thing I could not see my own head being blown away, I guess.
You know what? I didn't think about it that way. You're right.
Gross.
He kind of like nod his head and he would say, and I don't know all of my abilities yet. I know that I cannot disguise myself like I could before. I know that that green energy that I could conjure and use as a weapon is not there. And I know that I saw whatever gave me that green energy and odd powers and the blade. Is the blade did you pick up the blade?
It went away as you did. To put it
That makes
Quaintly.
sense. I don't know what it was, but whatever had power and sway over me, Aisha outright killed it. Destroyed it. I saw it with my own eyes.
Okay.
Or what I think is my own eyes. I don't know. I can't
Well,
explain what happened. I don't know where I was.
you came back. You came back bigger and stronger. I could always use another heavy, and he'll just
And
like pat your
smarter.
shoulder. And smarter.
We definitely wouldn't have lived if you hadn't miraculously come back to life. So there's that.
Say,
It was most fortunate.
I flew through space at. Well, it feels like she flicked me. She took her hand and kind of swatted me out of the star, and I went flying through what I felt was like all of Io Stellaris. And I was in that room.
His little smile, kind of like this, and it'll flick your forehead. It'll say, "Okay."
I'm gonna use my third level ability. I'm gonna make you make a.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I
god.
probably can't control it. So at third level, immediately after an attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage with an attack. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna make you make a wisdom saving throw. You're gonna
I don't
take
think he
radiant
dealt
damage.
damage to you though.
No,
I didn't
not even
deal
one.
damage.
Okay.
I flicked
Yeah.
your forehead. Come on.
Well, you see, like, kind of like radiant, like maybe like a little bit of like radiant, like light, kind of like flash in my eyes for a second.
Yeah. I'll. Whoa. I won't touch you. I'm sorry. It was a joke.
Yeah. You gotta be careful, Zed. He's basically the sun now.
Yeah.
So-
Have we already like left our rooms and everything?
You guys were the beginning of this conversation was you guys needing to decide where to go, but then everyone was like, "Oh yeah, we need to acknowledge the fact that Voss is left."
Well, as I was
just-
trying to. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna do my like spirit commune with
Meditation,
spirits thing. Yeah.
So you're gonna sit down and meditate. Can you post that for me again?
Yeah.
Yarp.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Yarp.
I was
Yes.
Yarp.
I'm pretty sure that
Um,
I'm pretty sure the text for this class feature is like summon cutscene. So
Summon cutscene, he said.
It is.
yeah, basically.
The GM's best tool.
but- so he'll
There it
he'll
is.
kind of continue and say, yes, I don't know how I got there, but I was in the room. There was a lot of trickery and deception with me, and I don't. This isn't the time and place to know it, but just know that Karen is not my last name, and my full name is Vosvius. And I am of a royal, well, I don't know, royal family on my home planet, but just in the name of honesty, there will be more to tell later.
Would you like us to refer to you as Vosvius from now on, or just Vos?
Voss is fine. Much easier to say. Just know that I do not wish to deceive you as immaturely and not done very well as I was before.
You know, it is great to hear Gnome's trying to deceive anyone here. Then he'll look to Ronan, and then he'll look to Sangusan. Now, he was saying last night, we should try and goad your friends into following us into the precinct and try and get the ship, yeah?
That is definitely an option, although I don't know where they are.
Oh, I'm sure they'll find us.
do you guys
If
want
I'm out in the open for a while, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you guys want to start this?
Well,
There's definitely places
well-
you can go on the main street.
Does anyone else
If you
have
just
anyone else have input before we cutscene out of here?
Yeah, because I'm gonna actually here. Why doesn't everybody think about? Because there's definitely you can definitely be like okay, like what kind of you can ask if there's like specific kind of places you guys are looking for around you and stuff. Because like Zed and Ronan know this area a little bit. So, but while we do that, we're gonna go on a little spirit walk.
Skirt.
Woot!
Isel, you cross your legs and sit down, close your eyes, and you feel yourself transfer your spirit to the spirit plane. And as you step out from it, the familiar form of a tall, scholarly-seeming female Leonti steps forward.
Oh, it's the same one that I called forth before?
Yeah.
Is that
in
the same?
this case.
Okay.
So it depends. It's definitely appearing to you that this spirit is always around you. It doesn't mean it's the only spirit that can get attached to your meditations, but
Gotcha.
it's the closest one right now.
Was this the same one that I spoke to that first time on the transport?
When you spoke to the first one on the transport, it gave you very similar vibes to this one, but
But it didn't seem to be the same being.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
because it was like really undefined the first time you spoke to it,
Gotcha. Okay.
and it was kind of like, and at this point you're thinking it's either because you would probably be hypothesizing that it's either because it was just like you were very you were like less attuned and you were still practicing doing the class feature in the first
Yeah,
place,
for sure.
or it could also be that perhaps like you just were somehow attuning specifically to the spirit. From your understanding, you're not 100% sure,
Awesome.
but you can ask.
Yeah, I definitely
Um,
don't that's why I wanted to do this, is just to so that Isel can ask questions about
She steps forward and smiles and says, "Isel, it's good to see you're alive. Well, I knew you were alive, but it's good to see you."
It is good to see you as well. You were most helpful over the last couple days. But I am afraid I may not have been as useful. I am very unsure of my place.
She steps forward and she kneels down in front of you and she says, "Unsure of your effectiveness in your exploits with your allies?"
I suppose that is the root of it. I have tried helping those who are hurt. It failed twice now. I have tried aiding in fighting. I was struck down with one blow.
She'll
Sorry, I was.
No, you keep
continuing.
going.
I just
You
took
keep
a,
going.
Took a pause.
No, you're good. You're good. Keep going.
I left home in search of purpose. Though I admit, adventure was part of it. I have found the adventure. I'm still unsure of the purpose.
Me too.
She'll smile and she'll sit down next to you and kind of look up into like the kind of gray and silver sky of this kind of like spectral realm, and she kind of like watches it shift for a moment, like kind of like these silvery clouds like wisping through the air above the two of you, and she'll say,
I'll follow her gaze.
yeah,
She doesn't.
and she'll say, "Sometimes, Isel, some people have to learn that it takes them longer to grow or find their purpose. And also, you have to find your purpose yourself. It would be cheating for me to just give it to you. But, if you'll believe me, I can assure you that you have been put in this place and time and with these people for a reason. When you learn it, I do not know what you will think of it, if you will think it's unfair or if it is right, but you will understand at least. And until then, maybe you just need to learn."
I must admit, I feel rather foolish now. I am somewhat of a child. But thank you. I will continue to grow.
She'll stand up and smile at you. And then as she starts to walk away from you and her body starts to kind of become more and more transparent, she turns back and she says, "Besides, what will Flair do without you?" And then she'll
I
disappear.
imagine she would be very sad. Also, like, super matter-of-factly.
And then you come out of your meditation.
Cool.
Everyone else is standing and looking at you because they're ready to go.
As he's like coming out, okay, so agreed, we're gonna drive the main street, wait till your friends show up, then hit the precinct, yeah?
If you think that's best.
I love
He'll,
this
like-
plan.
Yeah, I know. He'll like
I
have his
certainly
shoulders
think
and
it's
look to everyone.
explosive.
Certainly cause a distraction. Whatever else happens.
Any distraction is good for where we're going, I imagine.
So you want to hit the main street and like go to a dive or something?
Try and be as conspicuous as possible.
Sure. So you guys hit the main street together, your motley crew. What are you guys doing with Leor? Is she coming with you guys? She probably can't go in a bar, so.
I would not leave her if that's in question.
I mean, if we're just trying to attract attention,
Yeah, I
the best
mean,
bet is to have our truck ready to go. So I'll just sit in the car,
Well,
Call
we
me
don't
when
want
you need me.
we don't want any attention from my friends. We want attention from Sangusan's friends. So
Exactly.
I think I'm sitting in the car with you.
So maybe Flair and Lior sit with Ronan. And the rest of us.
Somebody who knows. I would recommend that somebody who knows how to act in whatever situation you guys are going in goes with the group
Yeah.
that goes.
Yeah, Ronan. He'd smile. Ronan, you're a lot less conspicuous than me.
That is more or less how it was designed.
They're gonna need some guidance there, and I can't be seen. So
Right. So who's all going?
I'm just like lean back.
I am fairly certain I am not the best at drawing attention or starting trouble.
Since we've been here, how many other people sporting gear of Aisha have been around?
It's you have not seen any followers of Aisha. There's not a lot of religious activity in this area, and there's not a lot. Emeritus Station doesn't have a ton of even magical. It doesn't have any large groups of magical people either, actually.
So that works to our benefit.
Flair kind of looks
I would
around
assume-
and listens to everybody speak, and she'll say, "A cleric and his Templar walk into a bar. Sounds like a good joke."
Or a
Down
killer
it.
plan.
And
Or
also, damn it.
Nick got to everybody first.
I always have to hesitate before I say something in Isel's voice. It's weirdly hard to just be all
It's
robotic.
understandable.
Okay. More the killer plan than a good.
Oh. I hesitate to ask. Are you good to drive this thing? Zed?
You got your Class C.
I can figure it out.
All right, so you guys want to just go to the closest dive?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
and you're just gonna pull the car around back or something, in an alley, or
Yeah, she will.
okay. And who all is going into the bar?
I'm gonna be in full armor with using my spear as a walking stick to try and draw attention.
Sure.
I'm in full armor also.
Okay. And Ronan, you're going, so it's the three of you.
Yeah.
Is
Chris,
our
we need
Flair?
badass art
Flair,
drawn of
you're
us
staying
and drawn of
with
our
Lior in the car, and
Just need to get started.
Imagine
Wait,
Isel and
who's
Zed
staying?
up
Who's
front.
staying with Flair and Lior?
well,
think
I
you
mean,
and Zed.
Zed's definitely staying. Isel, do you want to go to the bar, or do you want to
I
stay
was
at the...
I was just about to say. I suppose this could be a learning experience.
Yeah, go make some friends.
I will look at Azel and say, we may need your intimidation tactics.
If that is the case, I believe we are in a lot of trouble.
I'm smiling at him. I'm not being a
completely
smart ass.
deadpan.
Yeah.
Completely
Yeah.
deadpan.
But I am definitely smiling at you like I'm
I believe it.
I'm like, yes, please come. I'm not, but I'm not trying to be an asshole either. I'm
Flair
actually like,
shoots Isel a finger gun and says, "Just give him the old 1-2. Rough him up a bit. You know how it goes."
I let out a deep sigh as I walk out of
Well,
the...
no matter the situation, I
Battle
would
truck.
welcome your company, Isel.
Just do exactly what I'd do, yeah? And he'll just smile as he just leans back.
If people were able to figure out that, you would not be you.
Got a point.
This Isel kid. He's great.
All right. Well, Zed takes you to his favorite dive in this area. It's called the Watering Hole, and it's a good place to talk from the streets if you know how to be streetwise. It's also a good place to get a game of cards if you want to play like some hollow poker or whatever. So yeah.
Space chess.
Nah, it's got that. They've got like that Star Trek chess where it's like 3 boards, like the 3D chess.
Is there like
Sorry,
a
would you call it
Caltall
three-dimensional
version of
chess?
chess?
What'd you say?
Is there like a Caltall version of chess?
Like a Wookiee
It's
version?
very violent.
Well, Caltall's definitely like most of the games that they play are like strategy games and stuff because they're basically raised from youth to be bred for battle for the most part, with the
And the
exception
loser-
of a few.
And the loser always dies.
Yes.
Yes, their arms are buff.
That's how you cull the weak.
He doesn't like you. I don't like you either.
Alright.
I mean, as they go in, I'd keep an eye on them. I wouldn't just sit back.
Yeah,
I'd be
for sure.
responsible.
I'm trying to
So
teach
let's
them.
go
Actually, we
in.
walk
I'm
in?
gonna hold on to Voss for a second. Perhaps we
Yeah.
should loiter outside for a moment. Make sure we get more eyes.
I think we may have the eyes of most that can see us. I'll look around and like kind of like indicate that like nobody else is in full like gold armor, golden colored armor, basically.
In either case, the more eyes that see us, the quicker this will go.
All
The
right.
quicker we can get out of here.
So you're gonna hang out outside for the first few minutes.
Yeah, just a few minutes and then head in.
All right. Isel, you and Ronan walk inside, and yeah, you basically see this dimly lit, stretched out, long, wide bar. That's just basically, you can tell, is basically mostly full of the kind of unsavory people that you've had to do battle with on these jobs so far.
The kind of
and then
people
there's
Zed
quite a
would
few
call a
card
friend.
tables. There's a long bar. I'm very surprised Zed did not go with you guys.
Wow.
But yeah, there's card games going on. No, I understand why. I'm
We
just
don't
surprised.
want any
And what do you guys want to do?
attention from other people.
I'm gonna go to the bar. And
I will follow.
and ask the bartender for a like a nice like martini.
Nice motor oil martini.
A nice Chianti.
Yeah,
Some fava beans.
you know what? A tall, angular Thalmor will turn to you as you walk to the bar, and you're gonna ask for what exactly?
Like a martini.
That's for a whiskey. That's what Zed would do.
I'll take a martini, and the other will have a whiskey. Neat.
He's gonna look down at Isel, who doesn't have him. Have we decided if Isel even has a mouth or not?
Yeah, I can drink and stuff.
Okay.
So
All right. Yeah, sure. He'll mix up the 2 drinks, and a moment later he'll have them ready to go, and he'll give you kind of a thin smile, and he'll say 32 credits.
Right. I give him 32 credits because I have
Mhm.
credits. I forgot.
Right.
I didn't spend all of my money at Broderick's.
I have some too, just not a lot.
Did you need anything else?
You haven't happened to see any out of place Caltol, have you?
Other than the 2 that our door guy outside's kind of feeling sketchy about, and then he'll eye both of you.
No, we are quite aware of those.
Yeah.
That one.
Those are ours.
Right. If you see any, feel free to let me know. And I'll give him 10 more credits. And my
He'll look down at your data
contact
pad.
number.
He'll look down at your data pad and he'll touch his and take the information and he'll look back up at you and he'll say, "You're not bringing any trouble to my place, are you?"
Not intentionally.
I just like turn from the bartender to look at you.
I'm watching you too.
Hey, I didn't bring the troublemaker in this time.
And looking over the bar, you see there's some booths on the other side of the tables that you could sit at if you wanted, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go sit at a booth.
Alright.
'Cause-
You point to a booth and Isel heads that way, and you guys have to cut through like 4 card tables. 1 second, I'll let my roommate grind his.
just stare at him.
God damn
Just,
it, Justin.
Stare at him awkward.
It would be a lot easier to shame him if this were an in-person session.
Freaking
He
coffee addicts.
probably would
Anyways.
have. He probably would have chosen a different time to do it if
Anyways,
that's the case.
as you pass through the center 2 tables that are on either side of you, Ronan, you hear a chuckle from one of the card players, and then you feel a smack in your ass.
Oh.
Do I notice?
No, you're kind of blissfully walking ahead of Ronan because she pointed you to the table. Actually, make a perception check.
I'm gonna roll.
Make a perception check, Isel. Yeah, you notice.
I just stop and like fully turn. Well, I'll let you react first, but
All right. I'm gonna try and cut off his hand.
Okay, make
Make it
as you turn to this guy, and he says he turns to you with a smile and completely disarmingly, like he's not expecting anything from it. He just expects to be able to treat female avatar nomadics this way. He turns up and he says, "Hi, Hunt," and as he raises his hand, go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right, I'm gonna use inspiration.
Wait, after he says something to you, look to Isla. He doesn't like you either.
Yeah, I'm gonna use inspiration.
Weston derailing.
Yeah, forcing jokes.
Yeah. With a flash of light, Isel, as you're turning back to react to this, you see her blade come out, cut the guy's hand off, and go back down to, and then go back into its sheath as he rolls forward onto the card table, screaming, blood spitting from this stump on his hand now.
I'm gonna continue walking to the booth.
No, immediately everyone around you jumps up.
Yeah, I mean that's understandable.
And let's roll initiative.
Hey, do I notice commotion because I've been watching intently?
I was saying, can we
You
hear
can't
anything?
see inside.
Okay, I know, but
You're
is
like
there
right on the side. You're gonna
like,
have to
can
wait
I-
for a cue.
Can I get like advantage on
Give
the
me 1
initiative
second.
roll?
I think both of you have advantage on the initiative roll. In fact, you know what? Let's do this. Let's take break right now because this was
Sounds
not
good.
expected. And then
Ronan
we'll go from there.
Ronan used the class feature summon combat.
Oh man, that was so great.
That's more of a character
Amazing.
flaw on
It's kind of an
the
at-will thing.
definition sheet.
Jesus God.
Alright, see y'all in a bit.
Oh boy.
And Ronan,
Can we make perception checks, me and Sanguisan, to see if we hear anything going on? See if we
I'm
can
gonna
get
get to you guys, okay?
You did a roll
Okay.
initiative.
All right, just,
You got a
just
9. It's a 9 for me, dog.
I feel you.
Getting multilingual in this bitch.
No, that's not for me, dog.
You have advantage on the roll.
Is Isel here? I don't
I think that Ian
perception.
might not be here.
I don't know.
Cadence is muted.
Really quick though, Ronan, you have advantage on the roll. You like initiated this combat.
Oh, okay.
They're all like reacting to you.
The man is bleeding from
Somehow worse. I am
Leaking.
so good at rolling initiative. As of late, it's really nice.
This is not what I expected it to be.
Hey, man. Sometimes bad things happen.
There's what I wanted.
Well, at least that guy gave you a handicap.
Alright. I'm gonna roll for Isel so we can get this.
Yeah, it's just flat rolls up for him. Or them.
Zem.
Yeah, Zaddy.
Or Zim.
Zaddy, please.
Isel, you here yet?
Fuck.
I am.
Hell. Oh,
Alright.
there you go.
Roll initiative with advantage. Oh man, Retrowave on point.
I mean, you already know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna tell anyone else though.
Isel.
Sorry, I'm.
Initiate. Autobots engage. Alright, you're going first, Isel.
Yeah, it can't get worse than that.
So
It's
it,
like,
it
oh,
appears
you know
that
what?
it appears that 5 other guys have like jumped up because this happened. 2 from the table behind you guys, and the 2 other guys at the table that he was at. Everyone else that's at the card tables though has like dived out of the way because it appears that they're just like other patrons who are just trying to get out of the fight. And Isel, you're up first. This is Rule of Cool. I don't think he's quite ready.
Figure out. I know what it does. I just.
You are really quiet.
Yeah. Also, is Weston's still here, yeah?
I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you reconnecting or
It
something?
just got super
What am
loud.
I? Oh, you know what? My last pass popped.
Your voice got very quiet for.
Yeah.
There we go.
Barack Spiegel, Spike Obama.
Oh, there we go.
There I am.
So yeah,
That's what they called me, Spike Obama.
that's actually. Dear.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You reach out. You reach out and launch a palm at the closest one to you, and with a flash, a spectral form lurches out and reaches towards him.
Oh no, this one's like I call spirits to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you reached out with your hand,
I
and
thought
the
you meant,
spectral
like-
form just formed in the air as the spirit like reached into the material and is like lashing at him. And it's a wisdom save. Hilarious.
Yeah.
He failed.
What a
Give me
broken
1
ability.
second.
Whoever made
I
that
just realized I need
shit.
something. Go ahead and roll damage. Actually, you don't even have to roll damage. It reaches out and it strikes him, and he cries out, stunned, and he falls to the ground in fear. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
I'm then I'm gonna look at.
Ian, you're both quiet and cutting out.
Yeah, like really quiet.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Yell. Be loud,
It's
bro.
not your fault.
All right, so that guy falls to the ground, and you're left with 1 enemy on the left side and the 3 on the right. All right, so the guy whose hand got chopped off, he's like not even counted as an enemy. He's like out of the fight. He like rolls out on the floor. The chair breaks underneath him, and he's just like screaming and rolling as his hands just like Kill Bill, blood gushing.
Oh yeah.
The guy
you
next to him-
Sorry, you were gone there, but after that, I just, like kind of turned like to eye the rest of them and just say, I would not.
Where is your microphone in
Yeah, it
opposite to your
is-
face?
Cannot hear you.
As always.
James, you can just ask someone where their microphone is.
He
Your
was quite a
microphone
bit
in your
louder
face,
before the
bro.
break.
You know what?
He was.
Look, it says if the indicator is solid green, then Discord is
That's better.
voice.
You're better right now.
Huh. I mean, it was kind of tangled, and I like tangled it, but
Well, you're a lot better now.
No.
All right. The guy who was sitting directly next to the one that you knocked down, Ronan, turns on you and he pulls a pistol and he's gonna fire it at you. And go ahead and make an acrobatics check. Alright. Yeah, he does hit you with it, and you take 4 piercing damage from the shot. The other one that was across the table and is the farthest from you guys kicks back in his chair, and as he does, he pulls a hand cannon from its holster, pulling it up and out in front of him. 1 second. This is why I should always have my art prepared. You notice that it has a white barrel with kind of like what appears to be like a custom red paint job that ends in a black hand.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's gonna pull that and he's gonna fire at you. So go ahead and make another acrobatics check for me.
Better.
You actually managed to dodge to the side as you see the round. You see the round launch out, and as you turn your head, dodging to the side, you see it catches one of like the other patrons that was trying to break out of the fight. And you notice when the round hits the patron, it actually explodes and wounds like other areas and the people around him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should kill him.
I may have designed this bar thinking something specific would happen that got derailed. And then the last guy on the other side pulls out his own hand cannon that appears to be more stock, and he fires it at Izel. So Izel, go ahead and make an acrobatics check as you try to dive out of the way.
Yikes.
Or you can make if you want to try to react by doing something like summoning a spirit to like block it or something, you could try to do that too. Like a wisdom-based skill check.
For that.
I couldn't understand whatever you just said.
I said I like this.
Alright, so go ahead and make the check you want to make. Alright, yeah. So he turns and he fires the hand cannon at you, and you just snap your gaze towards him and flip up an open palm as the spirit just forms in front of you, catches the rounds, and disappears as they fall to the ground.
That is spooky shit.
Ronan, you're up.
That is some seriously fucking spooky shit.
The rule of cool is helping out a lot, right?
I'm going to rush the guy with the ridiculous hand cannon, and try and...
You need to, like, dive over the card table at him.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
It's totally something you try to do.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check.
Can I use the grappling gauntlet to try and disarm him of the hand
Disadvantage.
cannon?
You can, but I'm going to give you disadvantage on the check you try to make.
It's worth it.
He's going to make an acrobatics
really
against
cool.
you.
So this is an athletics?
With that, it would be an acrobatics, because it would be like an aiming thing.
There's no difference for me, but that's good to know.
Alright. You snap out, you seeing the hand cannon, you snap out, and you launch the gauntlet, and it lurches out with like almost like a snapping like a snake, like just like a super quick launch out and across the table, and he smiles and sidesteps it.
Oof.
And then he reaches out with his free hand and he catches it.
Hey, man.
And he yanks you forward into the table. Go ahead and make an athletics. Yeah. He yanks you forward into the table. You hear where the mechanism catches at the end of the metal inside of your gauntlet. You hear something snap. And you slam into the table. You take 4 bludgeoning damage and you fall back prone.
Alright.
At the start of round 2, the gunfire from the inside has notified everyone outside of the building of what's going on. So go ahead and roll your initiatives. Click on your character.
Even us in the truck?
Yes, even you guys in the truck at this point know something's going on.
Okay.
That's not
Jesus.
like...
That's gonna be a yeet.
One spicy kebab.
That's so spicy.
That was funnier
Fire.
because it was so low
Snapping
in
up,
volume.
you hear the gunfire inside from the inside of the truck where you're sitting with Lior.
Spicy meatball.
I'm going to reflexively. I'm going to twin cast mage armor on myself and Lior.
Okay.
Because I don't know what's happening, and I hear gunfire, so I'm assuming the
Can you
worst.
hear me any better at all now?
We're hearing you. You're breaking up a lot.
Ghost is still very
It
quiet.
must be
Yeah,
a
that's.
do that.
So at your quietest, you were like 20% of what you were before the break. Now you're like almost 50% of what you were before the break. That makes
Have you
sense.
tried leaving and coming back?
Mm,
Turn it on, turn it off,
No,
bro.
that's actually a good idea.
Do that real quick.
Quick, everyone kick in.
All right. Are you doing anything else with your turn besides
Everybody
major?
else leave.
I
Talking
would
is
just
a free action.
I would just try to like kind of cover her a little bit, like just kind of grab her with my
I think
arms.
you guys
um,
have the back
What's
totally enclosed.
up,
so you guys are
cock
much
gogglers?
better full
I know.
cover.
I
That
just
is much better.
reflex.
Okay.
Why does it
So
always
I'll
take
call out-
people so long to figure out just to turn it off and back on again?
I'll
Because
call
we're
out.
They
we're
haven't
smarter
watched
than
IT
we are.
Crowd.
By people, I mostly mean myself.
All right, everybody.
I'll call out to everyone in the truck and say, it seems things went south in there. I have to stay here.
I mean, it's just you and Zed.
yeah, that's not like
Oh.
Rome. But I'll rush out.
Okay. Well, Voss, you're up next.
I would hear the gunfire and look up the Sanguisan and Tensoman, I would say, we haven't even gone in yet, and I'll open the doors, throw open the doors.
Use your full movement to rush in.
Yeah.
All right. So opening the door and rushing in, you hear the door slam shut behind you, and you rushing down the steps and in. You see that you're about 10 feet from the closest one to you, which is the one that's by himself now on their left side.
Okay, and they were firing guns and shit.
Yeah, the one that
I'm going to-
the one that is closest to you has their back turned to you, and they've got a hand cannon trained on Isel.
Okay. I would see that and kind of point the tip of the spear of light piercer. Am I light piercer? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And cast a spell. I'm gonna say, drop the gun. And I'm gonna cast command.
Okay. Wisdom save.
I think so. I'm pulling it up. I'm putting it up right now.
That sounds right.
He turns to you. His jaw goes slack as he has a stunned face, and he drops the hand cannon on the ground.
Nice.
Anything else with your turn?
I will. I don't really. No bonus action. Can I move anymore? Or did I
No,
use my full movement to get
you've
in?
done your full movement, yeah.
Because we were just right outside, though.
Yeah, but
I
it's
don't
like
know
a
where
pretty big
exactly we
place,
were,
so-
but- okay, yeah, that's fine.
You ran
I
in
don't-
and you went 30 feet into the bar, but you're not close enough to.
All right. One of them has hands on Ronan, right?
He doesn't have hands on Ronan, but he definitely just punked Ronan pretty hard.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna spirit strike that motherfucker.
Sure thing. Go ahead and-
Actually, first I'm gonna say, I thought we had already established messing with Ronan is a terrible idea, and then I will attack them. Wisdom
True.
save.
Yeah. So the spirit lurches out towards him, and he turns to it, and he just chuckles as it dissipates its sphere effect, unable to grasp him at all. And then he
Balls.
turns back to you. And he just chuckles and says, "You're a funny little robot." And then it is their turn. The one who is, the one who got stunned just ends its turn. I mean, that's how that works. Well, technically it would have dropped it on this turn and then ended its turn. So, but it had done that. So that's all.
Yeah.
It does. The one that had pulled the pistol is going to fire at Ronan again. So Ronan, go ahead and make an acrobatics. You definitely have disadvantage because you're like trying to scramble up off the ground.
Yeah.
He turns towards you and he pulls the pistol down at you, and right at the last second, as he's about to fire, you kick him in the legs. The pistol goes straight down, and he shoots himself in the other foot as he falls to the ground, crying out in pain. And then you kind of like scramble up to your feet, and then the one with the one with the hand cannon turns it on you, Ronan, and he fires at you. AC
15. I don't have my swords out.
And then when the rounds hit you, they break off of you and they hit Isel as well.
Oh, jeez.
So you take 6 piercing damage, and Isel you take 3 piercing damage.
Did you say
And then
3 or 4? For
3.
me? 3, okay.
And then he's going to move 30 feet towards the back door. And that's where they end their turn. And as he's moving, rushing for the back door, we go to your turn.
Your turn who?
Zed. And the
I
back
just
door is the
missed.
closest way for you to get in. If you go to the back door, you probably still have like 10 feet to move inside of the bar.
I've always liked better
Yeah, I'll run in.
Okay, so
Cast
really
the
quick.
bonus action. Yeah.
Really quick. You run in your full movement, and once you get 10 feet in, you pull your hand cannon from its holster, and you see that the gambler who is running away from their group is a Gaian criminal that you actually know of, and at least know enough about to know by just like seeing him.
Yeah.
His name is Regis Vane, and he's considered like a drifting docks gambler who's just like generally always wins, which is why his clothes is a little bit finer, and he has this really fancy hand cannon.
What was his full name again? Sorry.
Regis, Regus, Vane, Vayne.
Okay.
I'm 100% certain that spells Regis.
Hey.
It's not pronounced.
Okay. Is he like running towards me, running away from them?
Yeah, he is actually running towards you as it happens.
I'll just like with my hand cannon, Regis, and then I'll like take a disadvantage, aim at his foot.
Sure.
Yep. I'm cool with that.
He's gonna make an acrobatics. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you aim down and you shoot him actually through like the lower part of his leg as he trips and he falls forward with a glare. He actually does catch himself enough to like throw up part of a bar table and kind of actually get a partial cover from you. Like he's a pretty good reactor, but you definitely did just wound his leg. He's definitely limping.
I don't want to kill you. That'll be my turn.
Son of a bitch. Alright. You're up, Ronan. Handlopper. There's the one stunned one on your left side, and then there's the one all far to the right that has his back turned and he's behind the table. I'm dealing with Zed now, and then there's the one that's just kind of like right adjacent to you that was attacking you with a pistol.
I'm gonna get the one
A1.
adjacent to me.
All right, go ahead and roll an. We're still in rule of cool, so just roll acrobatics because that's what you attack with. All right. Yeah. He's clearly too close to you, and he doesn't know gun kata, so you just like rush in on this guy, disarm him, and just plunge the sword into his chest, twist it, pulling it out as he drops to the ground dead. And then, which direction do you want to start rushing? The front door or the back door?
The back door.
Okay. So moving the rest of your movement, you'd be able to get far enough across the room to be just like 10 feet behind where Regis is like holding himself up.
Alright.
Alright. Sangwa-san, all this action and commotion happens inside. As you turn to follow Voss, you hear a roar from up the street. Turning back to look, you see several large Caltol hovercraft. They are painted red. As you stop and you turn back, your frame kind of like going stoic across this quiet street alone. The largest of the threes that turns the corner and it begins slowing. Its back cab opens at the top, and the form of a massive, heavily armored Caltol spills from it, landing in the street, cracking the asphalt.
Oh, that's not good.
Its form rises and straightens, and you hear a voice from behind its helmet say, "Sanguo-san, I've been looking for you, brother." And you see, as the Caltol reaches back behind it, it pulls a massive double-edged greatsword off of its back and lowers it to its side in one of its hands. You instantly recognize this voice.
I do?
You do. You also recognize
Probably
the
not good.
armor. And the Caltol's armor actually still bears the same scars from the last time that you saw them.
Oh, perfect. Cool. Yeah.
Oh,
great.
perfect. Cool.
So I was out front, right?
Yes, you were out front.
And the truck is out back.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Seeing that happen, I'm just gonna back up and then walk into the bar.
No words. Just gonna back up and run in.
Not to them,
Okay.
though.
We
Okay.
have comms too, yeah.
No,
All right. So you guys see Sanguo-san rush in.
I rush in as far as I can.
Yep.
And I'll say to everybody who's in there, well, this isn't what I was expecting when we were going to make a distraction. However, it did work. We should probably get to the truck now. And then I'll use my action to dash towards the back of the bar to try and get to the truck.
You see all these people just like ducking and diving like out of where they scurried to as Sanguo-san just like tears through this bar, rushing towards the back door.
Well, I wanted
Top
to.
of the next round. The combat encounters in this campaign are so awesome. All right, top of the next round.
If I move a little bit towards the front of the truck, can I see them approaching?
Not very well. You can open the top, the top ceiling.
Uh-huh.
It'll open and slide to the sides, and then if you stand up fully, you still have half cover. So it's like
Oh,
actually
okay.
like a really
Okay.
good place to like fight from if you're not at any of the stations.
Okay,
Like, it was designed so
Yeah.
extra gunners could just
For
fire.
sure. Okay, I would do that then.
Okay.
If I do see them coming and I see red.
Nobody's come out yet. And
No.
you
I
definitely-
mean the Caltol.
Oh no, you don't see the Caltol.
I don't see
You
the
don't
Caltol.
have. You're on like the other side of the building from them. Sorry.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You're gonna see them, tearing through the back door at some point, possibly. But
Yeah. think I'm
As
gonna
silent.
I think I'm gonna start the truck.
okay, you scramble through the window. You scramble through the window and you slide into the driver's seat, bursting with energy, and then you just kind of like. And you try to figure out how to drive a car because I don't think you know how to drive a car.
Can I see Lior? Like if I lean back,
Yeah, there's
like,
a
does
there's
it
a
go all
window.
the way through? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, there's a window. Okay. Just like the War Machine. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like the War Machine.
Yeah, I'll like look back and or I guess like on the way to the driver's seat, I would look at Lior. I'd like run and then stop and turn back to her and like put out both hands and just say, "Please just stay right here, please." And it's just gonna bolt to the driver's seat. Try to start it.
Go ahead and roll a
Piloting
tech
check.
check. Yeah,
A tech
piloting
check.
check.
Piloting. Okay. I'm gonna use. I got a feeling this is destiny, so I'm gonna use my. Destiny. Okay.
All right.
Okay. 22.
Oh, that's pretty good.
All right. Yeah, you've watched Ronin a couple times
Yeah.
now. and you know how to start it and get it going. It's a little bit different than a hovercraft because it's actually like a wheeled vehicle. It's a basically a traditional car, but you figured it out.
Okay, I don't know why I did tech. I clicked piloting. That's weird.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah,
You figured it out.
Okay.
And that's going to be your turn. You're just going to get it ready to peel out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get it right. I don't really want to drive this thing, but if I have to, I will.
All right, Voss, you're up.
Assuming that Sanguisan would only move and run like that if like it was because of his pursuers, I would take off towards the exit as well.
Right. If you double move, you can run right past where the two fights are happening and just get out the back door. So you just got to use both your movements to do it.
As I'm running, I would say to Ronan and Isel and Zed, Ronan, Isel, and Zed, and say it's time to go. It's time to go. The Celts Hall found us. Bigger fish to fry, as it were.
Rigus, it seems that I'm out of time. You're either gonna have to come with me, or I'm gonna have to put you down. Can't let you run.
And I will double move out. Double move to the door and make sure Sanguisan
He
gets out.
doesn't answer
before
that.
me.
Isel, you're up.
In fact,
There's just Regis Vane is still up. You guys have a pretty much clear run towards the back door.
Hey, he doesn't respond. So.
I will
he's just
also
stuck.
wait at the back door
Yeah.
and make sure I'm the last one out. I'll make
Alright.
sure everybody gets stopped before I do.
Okay. I will. I guess. I mean, I'm gonna full move towards the door, but I am gonna also try to fear Regis again.
Okay. Another one of your spirits lurch out as you run 30 feet and make it about halfway to the back door from where you were. It does actually cause him to stumble back on his leg. It's like lurching down at him, and as it collapses into him, he just passes out under the pressure between that and the wound in his leg, and the hand cannon just spills out on the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna take his gun and his jacket. But it's my turn.
All right. Well, Isel,
If it ever
that's
gets
into your
there.
turn. I mean, it's gonna be your turn next. So.
Yeah.
Better devils, man. Good as good.
Oh, yeah?
All right, Zed, you're gonna rush up and grab the gun and the jacket, and then make your way to the truck.
Yep.
All
Don't
right.
wanna
Everybody
leave it
else
wasted.
is rushing towards the truck. I would imagine.
Yeah.
We're gonna fast forward really quick.
Can I pick up Regis?
As all, do you want to?
I mean, Zed said he wanted to take him.
Get extra.
I mean, he's yeah. I mean, I guess technically he's alive. He's just unconscious and bleeding.
just
Like,
like before we like wake him up, be like, give us all your credits, and then like toss him out of the truck.
No,
I'll leave him behind.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone rushes into the vehicle, and I'm assuming that Flare, you pull yourself out of the helm station, and
As soon as Ronan shows up, yes.
and Ronan dives in. Ronan, you rev the engine a couple times, and you peel out and take a left and start driving, knowing that these Kautal are in hot pursuit. As you rush to the end of the street, you actually see their vehicles turning and taking up speed, and it's clearly turning into a chase scenario. And as all of you gather your composure and then rush to whatever stations you want to rush to, all of you at this moment will realize that you gained no information and have no idea where to drive to find the ship in the docks right now. So,
Yes.
if you guys want to pull up the battle truck stats and decide what stations you would like to start in, we're going to roll initiative again.
As Ronan takes the seat and I hop out of it, I'm gonna look to her and just say, "What did you guys do this time?"
Hey, don't blame me.
Isel will say, "I can assure you, they started it."
Oh, well, that's fine. Let's go then.
Where is Isel? Is he sitting next to me?
Well,
I mean,
First of all,
usually
we
I'm
decide-
in the.
yeah. At this point, if you guys want to pull up the battle truck,
I'm in the helm. So
You're in the helm, and the helm of the battle truck seats 2 other people, but like basically one of them is just sitting in the middle, and the other one can aim and fire their hand weapon out of the side window if they want. But it doesn't really have any special actions and anything other than Ronan in the driver's seat.
I mean, I would have taken the gunner.
Want to do one
I'll
of the
take-
50 cals?
Yeah.
I would have gotten in the front seat.
Okay. So you take the passenger seat. One of the 50 cals is taken by Zed. There's still the other 50 cal, the grappling gun, and the heavy saw station. And then there's also still the trap station. Although all the Caltall vehicles are speeders, so they're completely useless against them.
the trap station would be.
Not if you aim up.
I was gonna say, is there any way that I can like rig it to aim up?
No.
Yeah, the way that oil slicks are generally, it's like they're not like spigots. They're
Yeah,
just
they're
like
on the
little
ground,
things that
yeah.
spray the
So
ground.
we just need to jump the truck then.
If there was a way for you to aim it up, I
That would be
would put
dope.
it in there. All right. So
I
there's
will
still a
go.
50 cal and a grappling gun.
And all the guns are definitely all decks. Like they can't be versatile.
Yeah, they're all decks. Strength can't aim a gun.
They're not grenade launchers.
So where are you going, Voss?
I'm gonna go plant myself in the back so that I can try and, I don't know, do something, and also close enough to the heavy saw station in case that becomes a thing. I'm pretty sure I'm the
Sorry,
strongest
do
one in
we-
the party now.
Do we all need to reroll initiative
Yes.
for this part? Okay, sorry.
I have a question,
I
Matt.
did not yet either.
Yeah, I
I
noticed
got
that
another
just
9.
Shane and Nick had. I was like,
Shane,
Oh
go
my
for it.
god,
like-
guys.
I got an
Yes,
18.
Shane.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Are the weapon stations considered weapons? Like, if I cast Astral Empowerment, choosing the 50 caliber station, does that
Then
work?
you could have proficiency on your rolls.
Oh,
Yes.
dope. I'm gonna do that.
Fucking cool.
that's awesome.
I'm gonna hop into it and just surge white energy into my hands and just grab it and say, okay, yeah, I get it.
The next moment, I know this.
Flair is just in the Matrix and learning everything
Mhm.
for hacking the system.
Matt, that's my 3rd level ability.
Sorry, forget.
Can I apply that to the vehicle that I'm in?
No, the vehicle's not a creature.
Okay.
We just
Cool.
find a way to make it a creature. Make it
I'm
sentient.
virtually useless in this fight. That's good.
man.
Well, I
Good.
mean, that's not necessarily true. Like the whole point
You
of the
gotta
grappling gun
stealth, so you
station
gotta-
is it allows you to get closer to the vehicles and jump on them and stuff. Like I've
That's
seen one of the most effective characters in the first playtest of this system was a meleeer who just jumped to the other side and started attacking everyone in the vehicle.
That's true.
So-
I hadn't really thought about that. Can I go? Is the grappling station close enough to where the heavy saw station, where if I could jump between?
No, so how
Possibly.
movement works while you're in a vehicle is you use your full movement to change stations.
Okay.
So and then moving across a vehicle, climbing on it and stuff, it's all difficult terrain.
That's fine.
So movement is very slow while on vehicles and riding in vehicles.
You do have to be pretty
Makes
deliberate,
perfect sense.
or you'll fall off
Zed.
and get hurt.
As you guys turn the corner and race down another one of the wide roads, Ronan trying to decide how she can possibly determine where you guys should be going. You wheel back the 50 cal as you see a large Caltall land speeder rushing out behind you guys, and you actually see part of its top unfold from its very matte red rounded frame and fold up as you see this armored Caltall spin around in a mounted laser gun towards your truck.
Mhm.
And then you do also hear other vehicles, but you're not quite sure where they are around you guys.
Okay.
That is a good idea, Ian.
Yeah. It's,
I'm making Ian laugh, so.
I'm just gonna yell.
No,
to-
sorry, I was laughing at something else.
I'm gonna yell to Ronan. Just get us the closest station. I'll hack in, and I'll aim gun. Yeah, it's the
And
closest.
you want to
call
fire
out.
the 50 cal at the.
Oh, yeah.
You can only see the one that's following you guys right now, which is the largest. Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
It's plus its dex, right? Or my dex.
It's your dex is equals the attack. You're not proficient with a mounted gun, so
Yeah. So just
you just get your dex.
18.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll 10d4 piercing damage, and that's essentially like you're firing 10 of your rounds. Just so clear.
18.
Okay, yeah. You see
Crypto,
the
crypto.
bullets crush across the side of its armor, leaving a line of scarring as the bullets just like cut across the front of it.
Yeah, I yelled that out to her, and that'll be my turn.
All right, boss, you're up. What station did you take officially? The grappling gun?
I mean, yeah, because I do need to
Okay.
get across. Like, that's the only way I'm going to be effective.
I mean-
so.
Well, I mean,
Unless they get up close. But I will start at the grappling station, yes.
all right.
Let me look at the...
There are definitely things about being a sci-fi system that make Dex and more important. So.
Yeah. How close does the thing need to be for the grapple?
They're like 60 feet away, which is like the edge of your range. So you could try to grapple them this turn.
Yeah, let's do that. So it's just d20 plus dex?
Yep.
Oh, that's a flat d20 roll, boys. That's a 4.
Yeah, you launch the first one and it just sinks into the ground. So you would need to use your next turn to reload it.
Okay.
All right. So as you turn a corner onto another road, 2 connecting roads lead out as you see 2 like motorcycle-sized land speeders with Tal on them race out onto the roads. And as they do, you see their sides are kind of like perched out, almost like the wings of a bird. And on each of the sides, on each of the motorcycles, are 2 other Caltals that have like ranged, like plasma rifles. And then, so they're gonna pull out and kind of get up on either side of the battle truck. And yeah, a bunch of people are gonna start shooting guns at the battle truck. So the one on the right, each of them gets a shot. The first one misses, and then the second one hits. And he deals 16 energy damage, so that does actually get past the threshold. One of you needs to keep track of the battle truck's health.
That's 6 damage or 16?
It's 16. It's just
Okay.
if you deal 10 or less, it just isn't effective enough to
Gotcha.
deal any damage. All right, and then
Yeah,
the other ones, 2 riders fire once each, but actually both of them miss, as their strikes just skirt off the battle truck's enhanced armors. The vehicle behind pulls closer, and the heavy like plasma turret on it is going to fire at the back of the battle truck, and miss with its first shot, and miss with its second shot. But you do see that each of its volleys of energy do cut through the road and actually make considerable impacts. Like, this gun is pretty strong.
Uh-oh.
And that is the end of their turn. Ronin.
So there aren't people in front of us, or they're on the side?
They're on the sides because it's a pretty wide road. They've kind of pushed you into the middle of the road. Luckily, there isn't like hardly anybody on the street, so
Okay.
at least not yet.
So sideswiping them would...
Yeah, it might be really good against a motorcycle-sized vehicle on the battle truck. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right, go ahead and I think it's a roll for you, right?
Strength check using the vehicle strength modifier contested by the target's vehicle dex. Okay, so that's a
Plus 6.
20 plus 6.
6, because the strength of the battle truck is 23.
20. Whoops.
Whoever that is, I
6.
hope you're back.
Oof.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Everyone's
they actually
real hot
managed to
tonight.
steer. They actually managed to steer this to the side, and the battle truck grinds up, and it actually slows you a little bit as you kind of like pull yourself back straight again after
Yeah.
trying to sideswipe.
Yeah, you know.
All right, Hazel, you're up if you're with us.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna use my. I'm assuming at this point, like, a minute has passed. Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to get water nose away from my push to talk. Yes, a minute has passed.
Okay, so I will use a second spirit stance, but I'm gonna go into the same one and target. Can I see the driver or anything of the vehicles next to us?
Yes, of the vehicles on either side of you, you can see the drivers. The vehicle that's following you guys behind has a completely sealed cockpit.
Gotcha. I will target the person on my right because I'm in the passenger seat, and I'm assuming that this isn't a British-made battle truck.
It is not.
Sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna target the driver on my right with that. So wisdom save.
He got a 20.
Well, that passes my 14 DC, so that's my turn.
Sanguisan, your past is caught up with you. What would you like to do?
Are either of the things next to us close enough to the saw?
No, they are not right now.
Okay.
They both had to steer wide because of the side swipe, so.
Just at a quick glance, does it look like that one specific person is on either of these? That are next to us? Okay.
No, it does not. Looking back, moving to the side because the top is open and peering over the back end, it doesn't appear that they're the one on the turret of the bigger vehicle, the bigger hovercraft. I kind of picture their vehicles being like the elite vehicles, if that helps anybody who's played Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Their technology is similar to elite technology, so.
Never heard of it.
Okay, for sure.
Did you see Master
Anyways.
Chief?
Then I'm just gonna try and Sacred Flame the person driving one of the speeders
Okay.
next to us.
Alright, you lean out to the right and you go after the opposite driver that Isel was going after, and is Sacred Flame it's safe?
Yeah, deck save.
Alright, he failed. Go ahead and roll your damage.
7 radiant damage.
Okay, yeah, it rings across his armor as he turns with a glare looking up at you. He starts to steer the motorcycle in so they can try to get shots on you.
Then I'll duck down next to the
Alright.
or behind cover.
Alright, into the round. Flair, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna fire the 50 caliber gun at the other speeder that Sanguisan did not understand.
Okay. He actually went after the driver, not the speeder, so.
Oh, okay. I want to go after one of the speeders.
Alright. Cool. Yeah, you turn on the other one and go ahead and roll. That hits. Oh, yeah, you just like wrecked the side of the vehicle.
That was a lot
But
of
it's still up.
ones.
It's still up and going. They're definitely like military grade vehicles. So
Oh, it's actually 3 more damage than that, but yeah.
yeah. Okay. At the top of the next round, you guys hear several revved engines as Ronan, you steer to the right, trying to lose them, but they actually manage to stay at the side of the vehicle, and the vehicle that's following also manages to glide fairly easily around the corner. At this point, you realize that these vehicles are definitely because they're hovercraft, you're not gonna be able to lose them by trying to outsteer them.
Yeah.
However, as you peel out on the next road, you do see ahead of you, coming out of 2 side streets, and then out in front of your vehicle are 2 pairs of motorcycles, and they do appear to be from the same gang that's been attacking you guys from the Shadow Broker.
Christ on a cracker.
Good to know.
I mean, Aisha on a cracker.
There you go.
She died
On a cracker.
for the mortals,
That's
you know?
blasphemous.
She
It's literally not.
actually
She's
kind of did.
She's
not
very,
dead, though.
very. I mean, yeah, but she can't leave the center of the galaxy.
She gave up her physical form for.
Yeah.
She remained as a spiritual essence as well. One would say that she did more for the mortals than any of the other Celestials did. So
Damn straight, son.
she's definitely
Sorry.
like the good god analog for this.
In case it isn't clear, Ian's a big fan of Aisha.
Clearly.
So yeah,
It's
they
alright.
pull in. They pull in, and you notice that they have single passengers on the back that are all that are all wielding rifles. All right, Zed,
The
you're up.
enemy of my enemy is
These
just
new
another
enemies
enemy.
move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna yell back to Ronan, who hasn't responded yet. Please, the closest station, yeah.
I'm working on it.
Wait. Don't we know where your ship is?
No.
No, they didn't get any information inside because Ronan almost immediately chopped somebody's hand off.
Oh,
So,
I
what
thought
are the odds
Toma
of
had
someone
given
in
us
there?
that information.
He
My
told you
bad.
guys that it was in the docks, but you guys aren't sure where in this area it is.
Gotcha.
So, I've yelled. Yeah, I've told her twice now. Yeah, that doesn't hit.
However, these new people
uh,
that have entered this fight are the kind of people that might know where it is.
I'm gonna.
So, yeah, no, that's not gonna hit. Where are you aiming?
Ah! Told
What
me.
happened? Jeez.
Told me that I'd miss. I was lucky.
Oh. That's
I'm not
fine.
gonna now.
If I
No.
if I cut you off, it's fine. It's fine if I cut you off. If I don't give you a chance, then it's on me.
Maybe.
Yeah. Where are you aiming right now?
The
Are you still aiming at
last
the
one I hit.
behind you?
Yeah,
Okay, the
last.
one that was behind. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That misses, unfortunately.
And I will tick that lucky off and pass my turn.
Boss, you're up.
Alright, from the grappling, would I take a penalty to fire at the guy on the motorcycle?
Yeah. So like, if you're aiming at people on the vehicles, generally you'll take a. You're like doing an aimed shot if you're not aiming at the vehicle.
How close is the nearest one? How close is the motorcycle dude on my side?
Well, I mean, you can move to either side. It's not like that wide. So if you're gonna attempt to move and jump towards a vehicle, you can move to either side. The one on the right side is the one that peeled back in, so they're closer.
I will go to that one and I will attempt to jump onto the motorcycle.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check as you roar, the hope of Light Piercer flooding through you, and you leap off the car to attack these cows.
I'm gonna use I'm gonna lose my last inspiration that I have.
Sure thing.
Fine, I'm proficient in athletics. We're good.
Good choice.
I did roll an 18 though. 18
Heyo.
plus 6, 24.
All right, you leap off and you land on the Caltall speeder. At the end of it, catching yourself, you straighten up, standing over the driver, who turns back and he looks at you as both the gunners on either side of you both turn their guns to aim at you. All right, that was your action though. So.
Okay.
Good action.
You need to make a short list of your bonus actions.
Yeah, there's nothing really.
So you can just
That's
look
the
at.
problem.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's how
I keep
D&D
searching.
usually is.
Yeah, I keep searching for some.
Alright.
They're not there.
Just remember you're not playing MTG.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start with the speeder that you just jumped on. First, the driver is going to try to rock the vehicle. So go ahead and make a strength saving throw for me. He's gonna try to just like steer it like crazy to try to get you off.
15 plus. Am I proficient in strength now? I think I am. Nope. 19 total.
Yeah, you stoop slightly, but you catch yourself and straighten as you stay on the vehicle. And then as this is happening, the gunners on either side of you are just going to shoot at you with their rifles, so their plasma rifles.
Yep. I think what armor did you just let me keep the same armor I had before? Stats-wise?
You have whatever the, let me see really quick.
Just I want to make sure.
No, actually, she probably gave you fairly decent armor. So give me 1 second. That was a good call.
I am also my combat
I'm
technique.
true to the
I take
lore,
is
so when you game it lore-wise, it usually ends up working out for you. And she probably gave you decent armor.
on my combat technique. I also took defensive expert, so my KSC is +1 as well.
That's dope. You have protector armor, so It's flat 16-16 minus 2 to stealth with 2 upgrades
Okay,
left.
so 17.
17-16.
I assume, right? KC
Yeah.
is the
Yeah. So the first guy misses because he fires as the motorbike as the speeder bike is getting rocked and just hits the ground. And the other one does actually hit you for a total of 11 energy damage.
Okay.
The bike on the other side continues. Actually, they're going to both take aim shots at Zed and the 50 cal. AC Zed, you have half cover from your station too.
15 plus half cover.
Yeah, I think it's +2. But I could be wrong.
Half cover is 2, 3/4
Yeah.
is 5.
It's 5, yeah, so it's half cover.
17?
17, alright, yeah, they both the gunners miss, and then the driver is actually going to make a piloting check to pull around behind the car, and you see him, their hovercraft drift past and pull behind the vehicle. So it's not having to swerve at the side.
Got it.
The 4 bikes up front continue going in the direction that they were going, and they actually the gunners react in surprise as they see this battle happening behind them. Like, they didn't mean to steer into this; they were doing something else.
Yep.
So all of their pilots just push their vehicles to move as quickly as they can away, which is a move that Zed, you, and Ronan would both notice them doing. But their gunners will fire back because they can.
Hey, follow them.
All right. Yeah, they all fire at the vehicle, but miss. So yeah, their shots just in surprise. All of them miss as they fire on the battle truck, and then it's Ronan's turn.
Go to the nearest station, follow them, make up your goddamn mind. I'm gonna attempt to follow them.
I'm sorry if
Best
real
of my
life
ability.
is complicated.
Go ahead and make a piloting check as they turn around another corner, racing into an even deader area, the dock.
Yeah, okay.
All right. You turn the corner, but you actually have to slow. You make the turn and you keep following them on track, hoping that they'll lead you in the direction of where they store their valuables, possibly the Valentine. But you do slow slightly, and actually taking the corner and having to slow allows the Kaltal vehicle to catch up a little bit more. It's closer behind your vehicle now. Anything else with your turn? I don't think you have any bonus actions.
I don't have any bonus actions.
Isel, you're up.
Alrighty. There's still one on either side of us?
One of them slipped behind, but the damaged one that Voss is on is still on the right side of your vehicle.
Perfect! I'm gonna try and do the same thing to the driver again.
Sure. Go ahead and
It's a
it's wisdom.
DC 14, yeah.
alright. He fails.
Hot
You're
dog!
damaging it.
Oh, right.
And as he gets bull rushed by this ethereal spiritual form, he turns hastily, and he starts to steer the vehicle farther away, and it does require another strength saving throw from you, Voss, because you're not really in like a seat or hooked in or anything like everybody else is.
that's a 13 plus 4 is 17.
All right, yeah, you do manage to hold on though. And it does take a wider point away from the vehicle. It's now like 10 feet away from the side of the vehicle. Sanguisan, you're up. As this fucking crazy chase continues. The one that is 10 feet away, you would be able to use the saw on, because it's actually still close enough for the saw blade. Has reach.
Careful.
Yeah, careful, Voss
Would
is
I
on
be
it. He doesn't
able
want
to
you
just?
chainsaw.
Would I be able to use the chainsaw just against the guy closest to the, and not the actual ship itself?
The gunner, you
Yeah.
could try
Not
to,
that
but
funny,
you would roll a
Ian.
disadvantage. It'd be aimed.
Jesus, that
You'd
is
be like aiming around the
savage.
vehicle. The chainsaw is.
On a human? Like, or on a person?
Sanguisan knows these people mean business.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Well, I would, but I don't want to strand my Templar over there.
I mean, you could
actually
use it
gonna-
on one. You could use it on the gunner that's on the wing that's closest to you too. He technically has half cover, so
And it would be disadvantage.
Yeah, and it would be disadvantaged, so it might be tough. But
I don't like that roll change.
Alright,
I think I'm
what do you
gonna stand up, and the one is behind us now.
yes,
The other
there's
one?
so now there's a speeder, and then right behind that speeder is the larger vehicle.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do a hold person on the driver of the speeder behind us.
Okay, I love it. What's your save DC?
It's 14.
So you reach out with the hold person, but just in the quick movement of the fight, you're not able to take grasp of him.
Ah.
Red Fleet armors also often have like bonuses to resistances against things and stuff, and they have like anti-magic properties. You know all this as a character.
But I wasn't thinking about it right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, you still have a pretty good chance, but you just rolled well. So.
No, I'll just duck back down then.
All right,
No bonus.
Flare.
I think I'm gonna take another shot at one of the speeders.
Man, there's gonna be another Dancing Weston GIF.
Oh,
this
sorry.
week. No, you're good. Keep going. It's fine.
No, it's
Music
good.
is hype.
It's
I shouldn't have
good.
said, I
ruined the
shouldn't have said
magic.
anything. No one
Yeah.
ever
shouldn't
say
have, that's
anything in the
true.
future. From now on, we gotta just let him do his thing.
Yeah.
Big blasto gun.
Which one are you doing that
Finger
to?
guns.
One of the speeders. I guess probably the one that I already hit, if he's not already
Okay,
dead.
that's the one that's still on the side.
Yeah.
You're firing at the speeder itself, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's the one that Voss is
Stop
on,
it.
just to let you know.
Oh, okay.
God
Not
damn it.
that one then. I didn't realize he was on that one.
You want
Protect
to
your
spin around and
Templar.
fire at the one behind?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that hits. Roll your damage. How many times have you fired now?
Twice.
Alright, just keep in mind it's got 5 attacks before it needs an action to reload.
Gotcha. And that is
What
plus
is
3
going
damage.
on in your room, Weston?
Nothing?
30.
Oh, Linnea's
Yeah,
on
it
her
takes
phone.
30 damage. It's a pretty heavy hit, and it
Turned down a
actually
little bit.
slows its speed slightly.
The mic's picking it up.
Oh, it wasn't bothering me. It was the light. I was just like,
Oh, the
It was, like,
light.
flashing.
Yeah.
At the end of the round, at the
That's
start of the
fine.
next round, the one that's speed is slowed because of the damage to its engine, pulls back, and without even flinching, the larger Caltol speeder behind it, the tank-like one, just rams it because it's in the way and it's not moving, and it actually crushes and destroys the back end of it as the 2 gunner Caltol leap up in the air. The driver goes down and is killed with his speeder as his ally runs over him. And the 2 that jumped into the air land and take hold of the body of the tank with their guns in their other hands. Zed, you're up.
I think I'm gonna shoot it.
The tank that's behind you guys?
I mean,
For sure. You scored a pretty good hit on it once. Go ahead and roll your...
yeah. Nope.
Alright.
That's my turn, guys.
Yeah, that
Good
misses. Alright, Voss, you're up.
Okay. I am going to, I guess, cast another spell. I'm gonna look at. There's both the gunners are still up.
Yes, dude, you still got 3 people on the thing with you.
Yeah.
You got this, dude. Just
I'm gonna
sacrifice your life
plan-
again and take the vehicle down with you. It's 3 for 1.
Can I,
right?
as a bonus action, try to like shove the spear point into the motorcycle to try and have like a handhold, so it's easier for me to hang on?
You can do that as an action. Yeah.
I need an action to do other things.
Then do your other things, man. You've passed all your checks, all your saves so far. Right?
Yeah, I know, but it's because I rolled a 13 or better. I'm going to. I don't think it doesn't say anything on the spell, but I know a lot of other spells that say you can't like force someone to harm themselves. But can I command one of the guy with the guns to flee? And he has to run away. Can he run off the side of the thing? That a thing? Or I can make him drop his gun off the side. I'd rather
you could make him drop his gun off the side, definitely.
Okay.
They are pretty beefy guns.
Big.
Yeah,
beefy gun.
that's what I'll
Then
do.
you're
The
basically
one-
killing him.
Yeah, he
Wow.
tosses his gun from his hand off the side of the vehicle.
Solid.
So he's unarmed to the side of you now.
Cool. And as a bonus action, I will cast. Oh, I can't cast. Damn it. How does that? Can I cast another spell? No, that's not how this works, right?
As if it's a bonus action spell, that's a what is it?
Cantrip.
A cantrip. You can't.
I don't have cantrips.
Yeah, so then you can't.
Fuck. All right. Cool. That's my turn.
Oh my god, twinsies. I don't have cantrips either.
All right. The
Oh my
one
god,
that
twinsies!
the one that dropped his gun drops his gun and ends his turn,
Sorry,
and the one on
oh
the
my
other
god,
side
triple.
fires on you again, boss. But misses. The
Solid.
driver tries to shake you off again. So go ahead and make a strength saving.
Oh, that's a 13 total.
You actually managed to hold on.
Whew.
Because he just did a really bad job. And then the tank-like vehicle that's behind you guys is going to fire its turret at the back of the battle truck again, and hits.
It's not good.
Yeah, it did 32
Ooh, no mishaps.
energy damage. You guys, yeah, no mishaps, barely.
That's good.
And then the two that are holding onto it now are each going to, as it pulls up closer behind your guys' battle truck, try to leap onto it. All right, so with two battle cries, they jump forward, and one of them lands just inside, kind of next to you, Sanguisan, awkwardly turning his gun down on you. And the other one lands farther up, like 5 feet farther up on the other side of Sanguisan, like near the middle of the cargo space area, and kind of straightens up and pulls a greatsword from his back.
I just
Quick
missed me. I'll give the
question.
shit out of that
Yes.
fly.
Can pretty much everyone that's inside the battle truck like see each other with like minimal
Yeah, because
like
you guys
movement?
have like a back. You guys have like a back window that can be climbed in and out of for the
Okay, cool.
helm station. So, all right, and that is the end of. Oh, actually, at the end of their turn, another hatch is going to slide back on the middle of the tank. And Sanguisan, as you stand and like ready your battle axe towards this enemy that's landed at your side, the top half of the figure that you saw and that spoke to you outside pulls itself up into view and says, "Running from me, that's not our way. You bring dishonor to our family, brother." And then the Shadow Brokers guys are going to continue trying to race away from you guys, and they're going to fire. But yeah, they all miss the battle truck again because they're garbage. They take another corner, and go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me there, Ronan, as they're trying to steer out of you guys.
All right. That's good. That's a good roll.
Yeah, they take a hard right, and you watch, but you're not able to react in time, as they appear to be taking a smaller lane away from the main road now, and farther ahead you see what appears to be some kind of compound. But you stayed your good driving straight past that junction, and they're actually out of the fight, at least for now. And it is just the Kaltal behind you again.
Damn it.
I mean, you can always course correct.
No, it's just what Ronan
It is
says.
your turn. Okay, for sure. You're like speeding down, and you're coming up on another left or right turn, or you can continue going straight.
So they're heading towards the compound from what I saw.
Yeah, from what you saw, and they took the left before this one. So in the generally grid-like structure, if you wanted to steer back in that direction, your assumption would be you just need to turn left and then probably turn left again and like guide them around.
Yeah. Am I going to the next station, or am I still following these mercs?
Follow the mercs.
You got it. and I'm gonna take the
Start
turn.
course correcting. Go ahead and make a pilot.
Yeah.
It is certainly a better lead than checking every station.
You cut the corner at the
On the
last
dock.
minute. You cut the corner at the last minute, and both the Caltol vehicles have to slow as they turn with you, and you're beginning your course correct back to the compound. Yeah.
All right.
In fact, actually, one road over, you would see like 2 more blocks down another large fencing for what appears to be a similar or the same compound because it's pretty large. So
Sweet.
there's multiple access points. Oh man, I did not expect this to happen this quickly. It's great. This is like real. This session 7, complete intense. All right. Yeah. So they're coming in behind you, and that's the end of your turn. Isel, you're up. Isel, it is actually pretty hard for you to see from where you are, like the enemies now, because they're all like pretty much behind the truck.
Wait,
So, because like when-
didn't 2 of them jump into our truck?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Obviously, you can see the 2 on the vehicle.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Like the speeder you were going after before and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That I was pretty sure that was the case. I will like turn through the window and attack the one that pulled the greatsword. Or did they both pull greatswords?
Just one pulled a greatsword. The other one's like got their gun and is in melee with Chris's character.
I am less concerned with the guy in melee combat with a gun, so I'm gonna go after the guy with the greatsword.
All right. Are you gonna spirit attack him again?
Oh yeah!
He failed.
Hot dog. He's
damage, okay.
frightened of me.
He doesn't appear to be affected by the frightened.
Gotcha.
Yay,
Yeah, that makes
racial
sense.
features.
Shit, that's a racial thing. Oh, that makes sense for them. Yeah.
All right, Sangusan, you're up.
So the guy next to me, he's fully in the truck next to me?
Yes, he
Not
is.
like on the edge of it? Okay. Yeah, and I'm just gonna attack him, I guess.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, nice.
So you guys see Sangusan pull his axe, and as he does, the Caltol laughs and he pulls up his red glowing plasma rifle in front of him, and as he does, along its base, an energy blade ignites, and he actually catches the end of the battle axe, and he moves into like legit melee combat, even though he has a gun. So,
Hell.
and
Hell.
Flare, you're up.
I still had something after that.
Oh, sorry. Do your thing.
I would then...
This fight's epic. I'm so excited.
That's not linking, but a spiritual weapon after that.
Okay. Yeah.
Just
Oh, fucking bonus action.
And your spiritual weapon takes the form of what? Not a lollipop, I imagine.
No.
Why not?
That's a dope idea, though. I'm gonna use it.
That's what her
It's-
spiritual weapon is in Critical Role.
Yeah,
Mm,
jesters.
never mind, I'm not
Gestures.
using it.
Jesters.
She's a
It'd
trickster
probably
cleric.
be
Jester would be Shane's favorite character, that's for sure.
probably be
Oh my
like
god, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jester's a lot of people's favorite character.
Jester is Shane,
Jester's
though. That's
kind of
the
amazing.
difference.
Yeah,
The
I
difference
was gonna
is that
say,
Jester is Shane.
All right, what will it be?
And I don't even watch him. I know that.
So it'd be another battle axe, but it would have the symbol of Aisha on the top, and it's like emanating radiant flame. 17 to hit.
That hit.
5 force damage.
All right, yeah, it cuts into him as he turns, not expecting the spiritual weapon. Traitor. And then he'll look past you after he's like parried you away from him towards your allies, and he'll say, "She said to leave you, so we'll kill your allies."
Good luck with that.
Zed, you're up.
Skip my.
Is
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped Flare.
Don't
My
worry.
bad.
That's
forgot
because he
I
had a bonus action.
Yeah,
What are my targets with the 50 cal gun?
I mean,
Right
you
now.
can turn it on the 2 people in your vehicle, but missing could have definite consequences.
Yeah, probably not
You could
gonna do
also
that.
you could also aim it at the bike that's behind you guys on the left side that Voss is on.
Don't want to do that.
Or you could aim it at the tank. What is this?
If I dropped out of the gun station, could I then attack one of the guys in our vehicle?
Yeah, it would just be your movement to move into like that space, and then you could attack.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
You drop down out of the hole that the 50 cal is in.
Yeah.
Hands glowing with star stuff.
Is it melee? Am I melee range at that point?
You would be able to be like a 10 feet off from the greatsword one at least if you did that. So. I mean, realistically, you could just let go from where you are in the turret and cast the spell down at him.
Yeah.
The combat's designed so that you can do either. It's the whole point.
Yeah, I think as I drop down, I would fire a magic missile at that guy.
Would you use anything else, really? Come on.
No.
Alright.
Fun fact: apart from cantrips, that's my only damaging spell.
Hell.
Rightly so.
Pew-pew-pew.
Alright, yeah,
It's
you
not
take
bad.
14 damage as the darts of arcane energy splinter into his armor all around his chest. Anything else to do your turn?
No.
You land where you land. You're like directly in front of where Lior was like huddled against the wall.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for her.
Like she's behind you now, so
Okay.
if anything, you put her in a more protected position.
Okay.
Alright, Zed.
Can I see the one locked in melee with Sangos?
Yes, you can.
The
They're in, like,
boss.
the
Can I also see the one that boss is on?
Yeah,
his
you
bike?
can see the. Yeah, you can see the. Bike.
So if I stand up, can I use my hand cannon to shoot? One that
Yeah,
bonus action switch to hand cannon to shoot.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
And where do you wanna fire?
I'll do the one on Sangosan first. I feel like
Uh,
Voss is more in control than Sangosan is.
What hand cannon are you using?
Mine.
Okay.
And it's locked in melee. He
yeah,
is adjacent to. Okay.
Yeah, he's a.
Just because I get more hit. Oh, why am I? Oh, I'm disadvantaged. That's why. Okay, it's still 10, so I missed. Yeah, I'll just. Damn it.
Okay. Boss,
And
you're up.
yeah.
Unless you're gonna move out of your station.
No, I'm gonna stay in my station.
Okay.
So, how command is? I might cast command a third time. So it says that I can issue a command of the one described here. If I tell him to
Mr.
turn,
Spell slots.
can I know I hate it, but like I gotta do something. I fucked up earlier turns by jumping on the thing. I should have just tried this earlier, but I didn't think about it. Can I tell him to turn? Can I tell the driver to turn and see if he'll turn his motorcycle into our battle truck?
He won't steer in like. You could ask him to steer towards the battle truck, so it's easier for you to jump off.
Okay, well,
But he won't you can't like force him to steer into danger. Like you can't try to get him to crash.
yeah.
Like purposely crash.
yeah.
But sure, you can tell him to steer towards it.
No,
Or like speed up to it actually.
No, he's got to drive. I'm gonna look at the guy who still has his gun. Am I close enough to attack him?
Yeah, you are.
Cool. I'm gonna attack him.
Launch you thrust at him with light pierce.
I do. I pierce him with light. That's a.
You may want to move your mic, Matt.
Yeah, you're a little 5. 17 hit.
That hits.
Solid. D10 plus 5. I'm not gonna use my last spell slot, so that's a 1. 1 plus 5 is 6 piercing damage, and I think it just happens that Whenever I land an attack on an enemy with this weapon, the enemy is marked by a halo of light. The next creature that attacks that enemy has advantage on their attack.
Nice.
Zed.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Cool.
Red Fleet.
Yeah,
The one that you,
That's my
the
turn.
one that you attacked. We'll start with the bike that you're on, as the driver tries to pilot closer to the back of your guys' battle truck, and he does actually gets a little bit closer, but he's managing to just barely keep pace where he's at now, so he doesn't make that much progress. The gunner that dropped his gun pulls a greatsword from his back and attacks you, boss.
17.
Ace 17. All right, he misses with his attack as you dodge to the side from where you're holding onto the back end of the speeder. I can't believe you're still on the speeder. All right, the other one is going to ignite a blade at the edge of his plasma rifle and attack you, boss. And also miss is after you dodge and bring a blade
what's
piercer and
up?
you knock away the attack.
It's pretty
Yeah,
dope.
You're staying on there. At this
Do I need
point,
to make any kind of strength save? Is he trying to shake me?
no.
No. Okay.
He tried to pilot with his action this time. At this point, Ronin, you're like driving full speed into a closed gate. Just so you're aware, like if you're gonna try to go into the compound with him, like the gate's shut, so you would either be choosing to take a left or right and like steer the outside of it, or you'd be just deciding to crash into the gate. Now, like you probably could get through the gate with a battle truck, but I'm just letting you know, like it would be like a crashing into a gate situation for sure. There would be rolls involved.
That's good to know.
The turret, I mean, you're gonna have time on your turn to steer if you don't want to try to crash through the gate. The turret is going to fire at the back end of the battle truck.
Don't.
And
Ew.
hits
No, I vetoed that. I don't
Yeah,
want
no, I
that.
don't.
for 28 energy damage on the battle truck.
It's not 32, guys.
This
Yep,
is
it's not 32.
Not
But I've been doing some work. The battle truck's pretty beat up, right?
Yeah, it is now bloodied effectively.
Yeah.
We can't take much more of this.
It can bleed?
The two in the
It's
truck.
oiled.
The one with the great sword is going to it's gonna rush Flare and,
No.
and attack her because
No.
you're there to attack.
No.
AC
It's a 16.
hits
No.
for 11 slashing damage.
Is Lior still passed out?
She's not passed out. She's like huddled behind Flare
Okay.
at her feet, and 7 fire damage.
Well, I'm down.
Yep.
Time for more warning.
Flare goes down under the greatsword attack. Templars are crazy. And then the other one is still fighting you.
What damage
back
type was
end,
the second
Jameson.
type, by the way?
It was fire, so it was you were
Oh,
resistant.
okay, then I'm not down.
Are you still up? Okay. I thought that was a little weird. I was like, you still got 13.
Yeah, my bad. For
10.
some reason, I thought it was like just 2 separate attacks.
He makes an attack on you with the bladed, with his bladed plasma rifle, but he misses as you parry it away with your battle axe. And at this point, the one who has been trying to get Songwasan to communicate with them pulls themselves the rest of the way out of the hatch, and they leap onto the speeder in front of them that Voss is on. Voss,
That's not good.
Shit.
make a strength saving throw.
Oh, that's a 14 total.
All right, you reach down and you grab the side as the impact of this massive Kaltal. This Kaltal, for the record, is like larger than Songwasan or any of the other ones that you've seen so
This
far.
is the big one?
This
the
is
one
like
with
the
the
big
boy.
one. Pulling the double-bladed greatsword as they leap, they land on the last standable space on this speeder. Both of the gunners fail to catch themselves and are launched off of it.
That's kind of helpful.
But
Am
the
I-
driver manages to keep it steered. And as you turn and straighten yourself, this massive shadow is cast out over you as this Kaltal stands at the end of the speeder and looks down at you. Easily, she flips the double-bladed greatsword in her single hand a couple times, and then straightens, and she says, "You are no Templar, and you will not protect him."
I'll say, I think I would say differently. You should be more careful about who you call a Templar and not.
She roars and then rushes at you. AC?
17.
Alright. She hits.
Yep.
She deals 16 slashing damage.
Okay.
And 22 fire damage.
Am I am I resistant?
Fucking James's face.
Yeah. I mean that downs me almost exactly.
It's just like
Being
you gotta be fucking kidding me.
yeah, being part of being a champion of Aisha, I don't have anything to help get away from fire damage. Like
No.
really?
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Should have been a Star Wars.
So yeah, you guys see Voss slip off of the moving speeder unconscious.
God
Crash
damn
into
it,
the
this
ground.
is exactly what happened to me.
It is
God
exactly what
damn it.
You do take damage when you hit the ground.
Yes,
so
you
would take a
do,
failed
bro.
death save.
It's a failed death save.
Oh,
and
fine.
how many turns before we move?
I love Wednesday nights recently.
Here we go.
Then she is going to. You're going to see a wave of red energy as she's going to leap back onto the edge of the tank, and the driver is just going to speed to the side because they've got no gunners left. Yeah.
You motherfucker.
Ronin,
I'm gonna pick the hardest class and race
make
combination.
a perception
I can
check.
find.
Yeah,
I'm gonna burn one of my inspirations.
don't worry, I'm gonna be a good boy for you.
You noticed that happened behind the car.
All right.
Backup camera.
I saw one motorbike with three
Did I
guys
see
on
it? It happened
not
right
a
in front of me,
giant
right?
Paul.
Yeah, you saw all that happen.
It happened right in front of me. It's like,
No,
yeah.
it didn't happen in front of you. It happened.
I thought I was
back
facing
into
the
the
back.
truck.
I know. I thought I was facing the back.
Yeah, but
I'm
you're not
going
at the
to-
back of the truck. Like, there's a bunch of shit happening between you and this.
Okay.
I'm going to try and just spin the rig around.
Okay. You're gonna try to make a 360.
Yeah.
All right, make a piloting
Wait,
check.
no, not a 360.
I'm sorry, a 180.
A 180. Yeah. And if we just do the 360,
You guys
I mean, while
definitely
impressive,
shouldn't
it would
come
be
back.
Go for a 5.
No.
245.
No, you definitely shouldn't.
Whoops, that's not advantage. It's just the
Look,
11.
man, these characters made a choice.
Also, there's no real place to go past this. We'd just be
I mean,
ramming
you can-
into a compound, which presumably has more people.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, the whole plan was to lead them into the compound. So
I thought we were
we
trying
can,
to
we
move
can
into a
send someone
station.
fast
Yeah,
to come back
that
and
was the
get
plan.
Voss.
Then these
Yeah.
people introduce
That's true.
themselves.
Well,
213 death saves later if I get real lucky.
so yeah, you actually managed to flip the vehicle and get it gunning back down towards where Voss is. I mean, the vehicle moves pretty fast, so you'd probably be able to get to him by your next turn.
Okay.
And as you do that, all of you see that with the precision that Ronin steers the vehicle, she actually shifts it far enough to the side of the road that the tank that the remaining Calatal are on crashes into the gates, unable to spear and turn. It breaks through the gate, and inside, you hear alarms start to sound, and then you hear a massive crash, and you see a huge explosion. As you turn and you start to cover the distance back down to where Voss is collapsed on the ground, you see like a few more blocks down, pretty far away, but approaching quickly, you see 4 more Calatal speeders and 2 more of the larger speeders as well.
Isel's gonna tell Ronan to pull up to the right side of Voss.
I'll give a card nod.
Technically, you guys won't be able to make it. Let's see, 100 feet. I'm gonna say that like right now, you guys are like 40 feet away from where you fell. when your turn is starting, Isol. So do you want to hold your action until the truck's closer, or can you do something at that distance?
I mean, I can get him
No. That's true.
And there's still the two
But I was
guys fighting
kinda,
on the
like,
battle truck, just so you know.
That's true.
Flare is also down, I believe. Yeah.
But
No,
Sanguisan is
Flare, and Flare is...
Sanguisan
no,
and Flare are both
No,
like
no,
locked
no.
in combat, right?
Yeah, Flare's looking pretty beat up.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot to
think-
update.
I
Ian
think
on
I'm just
max
gonna
health.
hold action to. Oh right.
Don't worry about it right now. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my action to heal boss.
Sanguisan, you're up. Your ally is preparing, you can see, to channel their spirit into Voss as the truck
Oh,
gets close.
and all of us notice he's gonna do that, so I don't just stupidly jump off.
Yeah, it looks like he's
I mean-
preparing to do something.
You would have probably heard me tell Ronan to pull up on his right
Okay.
sides because
Just wanna
I'm
make
on the
sure.
left.
Because I'm in a gunner and I don't know where on the ship I am, so. Just wanna make sure.
So, I know Idol
cool.
is going to be healing Boston. So I will not.
Yes.
And I'll try and take
Well,
out
as
this
long as
guy
he
in
doesn't
front
roll
of
a
me.
nat 1, it's fine.
Okay.
15.
He's got lucky.
That misses. He blocks that away with his
And
weapon.
spiritual weapon.
That hits, though. As he takes another
11
wound from
force
the
damage.
spiritual weapon. He's looking pretty beat up now. He's taken like 3 hits. So, all right, Flare, breathing heavily. This greatsword guy right up on your ass.
Okay, how's he looking?
I mean, they're pretty tough, and he's been hurt like once by you.
And he's engaged with me.
Yeah, he is.
Awkward.
That was a good call.
I'm gonna use my action to disengage. I'm just gonna run as far away from him as I can.
Pretty
And
much the only direction you have to run is towards and around him, which would leave Lior in front of him on the ground.
oh nope,
So
not
you
doing
are
that.
like backed up to the front cab right
Okay,
now.
in
The only
that
thing
case-
behind you is the window through to the helm station.
In that case, what I will do is cast a spell.
Sure.
It's blur.
Okay. Yeah. Your two forms blur as he's kind of like looking between them now, deciding how he should strike.
And then, you know what? I think. No, dodging actually does the exact same thing.
It doesn't do it. It doesn't do it up to a minute though.
No, it doesn't. But I was thinking like, oh, I could do both. That would be pointless.
Give him double disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's how that
Definitely stacks.
Yeah. You,
I think I'll just sit.
All right.
I'm gonna cast blur and then just sort of try to take
Well,
up
Shane,
that space.
Thanks for making us wait for that sit.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
I was trying to figure out if I was gonna
I'm
cancel
gonna-
him or not.
Boss, you're up.
I'll call
How dare
tell
you.
Voss- Or tell
Look,
Zed to help Flare.
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, if I see that, I'll just, I'll sit up and try and aim towards the one assaulting
Sure thing.
flare. And
Are you still in the gun station?
I am, so I don't really understand.
You could aim it down and try to shoot him. You would just be shooting that much damage probably into the inside
No.
of your own vehicle if
No,
you really,
I'm
really
just
fucked
gonna-
up.
I'm gonna stand up and use my hand cannon, just my regular one.
Yeah, you can pretty much just lean over the side with your arm, like you're
Okay.
above him.
I'm gonna do that, just use my regular one. Is it locked into melee?
Yeah, he is. So
Okay.
You could
It just
definitely.
affects my to hit, that's what.
Yeah. No, he is. He's.
25.
Yeah, that hits.
4
Alright, yeah,
piercing.
4 piercing damage
Let's
just
keep it
rips
there.
through his armor. And he fails the strength save, so he gets pushed off of you.
There you
Back
go.
10 feet.
And
Player.
let me put.
Nothing
Okay.
like
And
rolling
he's looking-
a 1
he's
on
looking a little beat up
D12
after
damage
that.
die.
Sneak it.
Thank God. He's on the floor?
No, he's not on the floor.
Real
He's
He
bad.
got knocked to the wall 10 feet away from me.
Oh.
Alright, boss, you're up.
Or 5 feet, 5 feet. I looked it up last time, remember?
Okay.
Oh,
Death
I'll roll
save.
it on here. Yeah, I'll roll it on here. Give me a second. I had to. Oh, fuck! I never brought my sheet back up. Fuck.
Dude, can my lucky effect. Do it in game.
He is.
That's why I forgot to bring it up after I reloaded the page.
Just roll a d20.
Come on.
Just roll a d20. That's all you gotta do. / roll d20. Put your goddamn seed bowl down. And roll a d20.
You know what? I'm
This is
sorry.
my triggered
Fuck
face.
His image is frozen for me. He's just holding.
Yeah,
it
he's
like a
just
thing.
frozen. For
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
That's a success.
That's
Hey,
not a
there
1,
you go.
baby. That's not a 1.
Yeah, if it had been a 1, that would have been
No,
pretty sad.
So sad.
Yeah, that would have been anticlimactic for Aisha. Alright,
Yeah.
let's see into your turn.
That was the first thing I thought. It was like, oh, you chose this.
On the
new
Red Fleet's
person.
turn, all the new ones that have entered are just speeding towards you guys. That's really all they can do. They're too far away. Alright, Ronan, you pull up 40 feet and break.
Yep.
And go ahead. And what is your heal a touch,
Yeah.
Isel?
So
Okay,
I will
yeah, so
like.
you
hop-
throw open the door and just,
Yeah.
hop down
Um,
and try to heal him up.
I'm gonna heal you for 10. Oh shit! I have 40 now. I'm gonna heal you for 20.
Alright. 20 hit points, boss, as you're pulled
Okay.
to your feet.
I can also heal myself. Remember, I have lay on hands now.
Alright.
For sure. I figured. Yeah.
Your guys' party has a lot of pocket healing.
I do.
We make up.
Yeah, like-
we made up for our lack of computers with like just shitloads of healing.
Shitloads of healing.
Hey,
We're-
I, sac-
Bro.
This
I
will give us
sacrifice-
plenty of like HP cushion while we're trying to figure out a computer's check that takes like 5 rounds instead of
Yeah,
1.
because Isel's healing pool actually gets even larger than Lay on Hands does.
Yeah.
I sacrificed my bike to give us computers and tech.
Yeah. Alright, Isel, anything else with your turn?
No, that's my action. I don't think I have any bonus.
Yeah,
action.
you can't really do anything. You have enough movement to hop back in the vehicle.
Yeah, if I can do that, I will.
Yeah, slide in.
I'll
Boss can follow you
I'll get in the middle seat so that
Yeah,
if
boss can just
possible,
hop
boss
in.
can just jump in.
Okay. Alright, Sangwa-san. Yeah.
That guy's still in front of me.
Yeah.
Gonna hit him.
Alright, go ahead. He blocks that away.
This axe is just useless.
Spiritual weapon's doing great though.
Yeah, it really is.
Go and roll the damage. That spiritual weapon strike takes him down as he drops to the ground dead.
Alright, as he falls, then I'll just position myself in front of Flair and the other guy that was in there.
Okay. Yeah, you could like rush around him and then pull your massive frame in front of him and drop the battle axe into your hand intimidatingly. I mean, it doesn't actually intimidate him because he's Kalthal to you, but it's how Kalthal talk to each other in combat. All right, Flair, you're up.
Is that one guy? Is he actually on the ground, or is he just against the wall?
He's not even against the wall. He just got pushed back
Yeah,
away.
knocked
He just got pushed.
Across the-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just got pushed. He's perfectly fine standing on.
Not
his feet.
melee with you.
Sure.
Now,
He's in melee with me, though.
yeah, now he's got your
Well,
big
I'm
old
gonna have
sandwich
to
on in front of him.
I'm gonna have to shoot him again.
I'm gonna magic missile him at 2nd level
Oof.
because
Okay.
he deserves it.
It always hits.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's looking really beat up after that, but he's still up.
I can't do a lot other than just.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can't really like hold him in place either.
I mean, I literally can't do really anything besides jumping on
Okay,
a
well,
motorcycle or shooting. So
you have a turn before he does, so that's
Yeah.
good. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna let Zed shoot.
Zed,
I'm
you're
gonna
up.
shoot him.
Yep, for sure.
and I'm gonna do it correctly because my thing just closed for some reason. There we go. Up, up, up. No, I'm not. I guess I'll use my lucky. Don't tell me. No, 16 hit.
16 does not hit, unfortunately.
I didn't think so. That's fine though. Never mind, guys.
Voss, you use half
sound
your movement to get to your
unlucky.
feet. The truck's close enough that you could pull yourself into the passenger seat.
Okay. I'll kind of like come to life and I'll say, "Second," and then I'll kind of like look around and like, get up and just like scramble into the truck.
Yeah, you scramble in, you slam the passenger door shut.
Yeah. Is he still down? Do I look down and see anybody who's that I can touch? I guess.
I mean, you could reach through and you could touch like Flair's leg to heal her.
Gross.
She's looking pretty beat up, if I remember correctly.
Don't touch
Okay. Yeah. I'll fire of life.
I'm like
I'll
in
channel-
wine Shane on Wednesday nights.
Right. I'll kind of like pull myself into the truck, close the door, and look around, and kind of like lean over, and like you'll see the energy go like down my arm, like fire, like fake funnel radiant fire, and I'll touch Flare and give him 10 HP.
Thank you.
From my
I'm almost at full health now.
Alright. On their turn, they continue progressing towards your vehicle as you see them bearing down on you, ready to crash. Basically, just like launch this all-out assault from all these vehicles. You have a moment to decide. Are you just slamming reverse and driving back into the compound, or are you going somewhere else?
I'm gonna throw it in reverse.
Alright.
Sorry,
Ronan-
sorry. Say it
Ronan,
again.
There's a
Put my
pause.
thing
There's a
down, flip it
pause.
in reverse.
There's a pause. There's two heavy thunks as Sangwa-san tosses each of the Kaltal that were dead inside of the truck over the sides onto the street. And then you guys feel the car, or the battle truck flip into reverse. Go ahead and make a piloting check. As they're bearing down on you guys and you guys start speeding backwards, Ronan, you're just staring out in front of the car, seeing them coming at you.
This is amazing.
Alright. 21.
Alright, you throw it in reverse and you back it up. You fly through the broken gate, and you flip the car straight, ready to turn it and start just basically driving it around this compound, where you do actually see several ships. However, you do not see your guys' ship yet. As you flip it and you turn it, the Kaltal forces speed in through the gate, by the bikes moving side by side, and then each of the other vehicles rushing in, and they're immediately beset by defenses set up by the Shadow Broker's men, and these two forces just clash with each other. Two of the Kaltal bikes stay on you guys as you spin the battle truck in full reverse, and then you have it turned like looking into the compound and to the right. As you gun it and you start to head down that direction with these two bikes following you guys, the rest kind of get stuck at the front fighting each other. You go the rest of the truck's movement down about 30 feet down this new path, and you're seeing several more ships in the distance. Still not yet seeing the Valentine. When you see the broken fiery fuselage of the destroyed Kaltal vehicle. However, as you passed it, from within the shredded tank's form, where it's just on fire, the whole thing explodes out with shrapnel. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me. You steer the vehicle around the shrapnel, and as the front kind of steers rapidly to the right, Ronan, you just trying to watch around you and trying to get control of the truck again. Everyone else has to like grab something around them to hold themselves in place. You see just the massive form of the same armored Kaltal slam into the front cab, and the whole vehicle flips on its side. Everybody make dexterity saving throws.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this.
I only have one left.
I have 2 inspiration and 1 lucky, boys.
Alright, is that everybody? What'd you get, boss?
Hold up, I'm still deciding if I want to use luck.
Okay, for sure.
I rolled a 2.
No, I feel like a 13's pretty good. Like, do I really want to risk rolling worse than that?
She had 12 or a 13?
How much damage have
Well,
you taken?
he got a 13 on that die.
I rolled a 13. I
Don't
have a
tell me the
-1,
numbers.
but fuck it. No, I'm just gonna stick with it.
Okay. So, Flare, Zed, and Sangwasan, you passed. Boss?
A 2.
Yeah, you okay.
Oof.
Yep.
So everyone who's not inside the front cab just gets thrown from the truck. Everyone who passed their dex saves, the people in the cab took 8 bludgeoning damage from the fall. The people who passed their dex saves just aren't prone, but they take
Okay.
half damage. Okay.
Got it.
So you guys just managed to like slide to your feet essentially. You like tumble and roll with the impact. Everyone else is prone and takes the full 8. The people inside of the cab, it flips, and you guys actually like get tumbled for a total of 7. Because I think all of you failed.
Did my 18 pass?
Yes, your 18 passed, but you were in the truck bed, so you're just tossed out of it on the ground.
Oh,
Wait, so the 8 bludgeoning was for the people in the truck bed, not
Yeah.
the people in the cab. Okay, so it was 7
the cab
for us.
people were slightly more protected because they were inside of the cab.
Oh,
You guys
I
took
gotcha.
7 total.
Gotcha.
And you guys begin like crawling from it as everyone's recovering from this impact. We're gonna kind of enter a rule of cool here, as you guys see the 2 speeder bikes get intercepted by more gangers who are guarding the compound that start firing down at them from various vantage points, like guys who'd been working on these ships and stuff. Everyone, as you pull yourselves out of the vehicle, go ahead and make perception checks.
God damn it.
Non-physical shit, I'm all about.
Oh.
For some
5,
reason
Zed.
tonight. It's 2 net
Sorry, I'm
20s.
just putting my last in.
Okay.
Hot dog.
Right now.
Looking
Mac.
around, Isel, you immediately call out the form of that massive Kaltal who just
There you go.
basically stopped the whole battle truck, rushing forward at your party. So everyone is able to see in time as its massive form leaps down in between your party, and all of you like dive out of the way. The ground cracking at its feet, it rises and it begins spinning the double-bladed greatsword around it, watching all of you.
By double-bladed, do you mean there are 2 swords
Yes.
connected at the... Okay.
Yeah,
The
it's like
We have
like
a Thanos on us. Got
It's
it.
a
Thanos
Thanos sword.
copter.
She's
Thanos
actually-
copter blade.
Yeah. She hasn't done any copter blading, but it is like a Thanos sword. It's like a really fancy Thanos sword version of the other one's red great swords. Their armor is also fancier. Zed, you and Ronan get that call out, and then you guys both turn your heads and you look farther down the lane, and you see at the end of the lane your baby locked in place.
Wait, you guys have a kid?
That's right. Together.
The Valentine.
Or
It is
There she
about
is.
it's about 300 feet away.
Oof. It's far.
So why don't you
Nice
guys go ahead
grapple.
and roll for this? One more. If you guys can give me one more. I'm sorry, I keep making you guys redo rolls, but if you guys can give me one more
Yeah, they're
roll,
different
we're
initiatives,
going into a
everything.
skill challenge kind of
Hello.
roll moment.
I cannot roll initiative.
don't
today.
apologize for making us roll.
Very
The
frustrating.
entire point.
Yeah, this
No.
fucking D&D.
How
I
dare
hate
you,
rolling
Matt?
dice. This game is stupid.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta leave. I'm sorry. I gotta.
Guys, I'll
gotta
take
get
mine,
up.
guys. You guys can... Yeah, okay, bye. Yeah, I'll take mine.
I'm gonna go play D&D by myself. So I choose.
With blackjack and hookers. Oh wait,
Alright.
that's Zed's D&D.
Oh my god.
As they land in between all of you guys, and all of you guys start rushing towards the ship that was pointed out by Ronan and Zed. They let all of you guys get just shortly past them, and they call out again from beneath their helmet. As they call, Sango-san, they reach up and they tear the helmet back and off. Throwing it to the ground, you guys see the scarred face of a female Kaltal. And she looks to you, Sango-san, and she says, Tonkarth Kalath. And at this point, you subconsciously, like not even like just like triggered by training, you stop in your tracks, and you know that she has challenged your honor should you run from this fight.
I don't speak that language, so I can't say fuck your honor.
That's why you kill it instead.
How do you respond? You look to her, you look to the ship. All of you definitely know the ship is locked in place.
Yeah.
So even if you beat her there in a foot race, like, somebody's gonna at least need to buy some time while you guys figure out how to get the ship unlocked from its
Do I know what she just did?
Do I see like a
do you-
terminal?
Do you speak Kaltal? There's definitely like a terminal by
Okay.
it, like for the people who've like blocked it there to like work on it and stuff. So like you would assume that once you get there, you might be able to find a way to get it unlocked without having a key. It just might be difficult. You don't know what she just did. It's nothing that you've been taught about
Okay.
Udor, Ronan. It seemed to be more of a cultural thing.
All right.
Does Sango-san stop though?
He stops without thinking about it. It's ingrained in his being. He's,
Well, do I notice him stop though?
yes, everyone notices that he skirts to a stop in hesitation.
I think I would just keep running and yell his name.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming is anybody else going to stop when they see him stop?
If I see him stop,
Yeah.
I will. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Bosch
will.
stops. Flair, I'm assuming you keep running with Lior.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely take time to make sure she's okay, but yeah, I would probably run.
Okay. So yeah, Flair keeps going. Zed keeps going. Ronan.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
I mean, if I see them running next to me, I say, "Keep me covered. Watch out for him. We're gonna do this."
Sango-san, she
Can I say something real quick to Sango-san?
yes.
I'm just gonna say to you, is this a fight we can win?
Hopefully. Though I do
That
not
is
want
better
to
than a
kill her.
no. I'll just nod in response to that.
And then
Like,
I'll call
uh,
out to Zed after that. Just get the ship.
She hears you shout that, and then she laughs and she says, "Good. There's some honor left in you." And then she turns the connected hilts of the great swords and she snaps them.
Can I take a
Spins
pot
them
shot?
each. You can. You
Because
can.
I don't have any
guess.
honor.
Yeah.
You're literally a
this is the
scoundrel.
Perfect time to
I'm gonna lucky that.
exhibit
Sure.
that.
All right. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, as she's spinning the blades and she starts to speak, the bullet catches her shoulder, and she straightens up, and she turns her gaze past you to where Zed's continued running, And you guys see her say something under her breath, and then
shit.
she just kind of turns her gaze back to you. And as she spins the weapons both free now, she says, "Come, brother, you and your Templar." And she's
Yeah, I'll
pulling
walk
the
up
two of
next
you
to
out.
him and I'll spin the spear and kind of like get in the stance that the I can't remember the name right now from Black Panther, the Royal Guard, kind of hold their spears.
Okoye.
Like, well, yeah, but the name of the guard in general, I forget.
Ormalaji?
I don't know.
She's
Ormala,
she's calling the two of them out. Isel, what are you doing?
She can go fuck herself. Like,
All right, sounds
I'm
good.
not leaving.
He's learning from Zed. He's learning from the best role model.
Now, I didn't think this was gonna happen this
Go
soon,
down.
and I definitely didn't think Isel was gonna be in it too. So, but I think we're gonna do two separate scenes if that's okay with her.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think we're gonna start with this fight. So I'm gonna kill
Yeah.
everyone else in the initiative who's not in this
That's
real quick.
Except-
I accidentally killed Voss's. Voss, what was your?
All right. Well, it wasn't an
18.
accident. We all know that.
Stop killing me! Christ.
Well, this is the thing. So we'll see how this goes.
I'm at 12 HP, guys.
Fine, you've landed.
good.
All right.
10 of it. Yeah.
Um,
Okay, I'm at 22 HP.
As the three of
There you
you, kind of move around her and start dancing around her, she laughs and she says, "Fine, then all three." And she's gonna rush at you, Voss.
It's fine.
Nice.
17.
And okay, so she hits with her first attack. She deals 8 slashing damage to you.
Yep.
And 14 fire damage.
Yep, I'm out.
And then she spins and she turns and she launches her second attack at Sangusan. She hits. She deals 6 slashing damage to you. And 9 fire damage. And that is her turn. Boss, death save.
Oh, I'll roll it on here. I'm sorry. I should do death saves on here.
And we don't have
Nope.
persistent death saves, correct?
We do not. That's
Okay.
Sundays only. That is
Gotcha.
one failed death save. Isel,
That's
you're
a
up.
relief. I will use my bonus action. Actually, I guess I can wait on that. I will. Think I'm going to heal Voss for 10.
Alright.
Alright.
Boss, you feel yourself starting to get back to your feet. You're infused
Maybe a
with
mistake.
spirit.
It is a
But,
mistake.
yeah.
So down, but it's fine. I appreciate it.
I mean, if I can.
She could always
use...
not hit on the next turn, so.
True.
Yeah, true.
Also, Sanguisan might be able to do more.
Totally true. Anything else, Isel?
No, that is all I am doing this turn.
Alright, Sanguisan.
And heal more, I will.
I will actually back away to like kind of keep her more surrounded and less of us clumped up in case she has some kind of bursty attack.
I'm going to prayer of healing the 3 of us.
That's not the 10-minute one, right?
No. Who's the level 2 one that can hit people in 30?
And that's +2 because I cast it at level 2, so 17 hope to everyone.
Nice.
Yeah, all 3 of you? That's pretty good.
Yep.
Anything else with your turn, Sanguisan?
Yes, I will. Then cast. What is this one? Oh no, I can't do healing word as well, right?
No, not if it's a level spell.
Okay.
Magnificent
I
song.
don't think I have a bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of John Williams' greatest pieces, I think.
Definitely.
Brilliant music.
On shit. On at the start of her turn, she roars at you in rage, and you actually see, as she roars, you actually see blood, essentially vomit from her mouth out in front of her and down her face. And as the blood hits her skin and her armor, she becomes infused with red energy, and she says, "The magic that you tainted me with." And then she rushes you again.
Oh, they're the Red Lanterns. Fuck.
Fuck did you do to her, Sanderson? Jeez.
Somebody's gonna have to ask later if
Nothing.
you guys live.
Oh,
She attacks you with her first attack for 7 slashing damage, and then she hits you again, Sanguisan, for a second attack, which is another 8 slashing damage.
I'm gonna use my reaction to Aisha's rebuke, so she has to make a since I'm up, she has to make a wisdom save against 13, or she takes radiant damage equal to the damage dealt.
She passes.
Damn. All right.
But Voss, you're up. That was your turn.
All right. I will stand up and kind of like swirl my body and swirl the spear as I stand up, and then I'll strike out with Light Piercer.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's 23 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah. Oh, solid. And we're gonna smite. So regular damage is 11 piercing,
Okay.
and the smite is 2d8 at this point.
Yeah, 2d8 radiant damage.
Fire. Aisha's also.
Oh yeah, fire.
13 fire damage.
So you bring in Light Piercer and you sink it into a weakness in her armor and pull it out, and she wrenches forward as you see more of her blood spill from the armor and run over it. And then as you watch the fire start to expand from the wound, her whole body just catches it and just absorbs it into herself. And she says, "Udor has made it so this magic will never taint me again."
I'll say, I will make sure that Udor never touches me or myself or Sanguisan again. And I'll kind of flourish it and like take a step back and bonus action Shield of Fate. Oh no, I just used the smite as my last spell slot. Never mind.
Alright. Isel, you're
That's my
up.
turn.
Fuck. My computer just ran out of battery.
Oh shit.
But I can roll a d20. I'm gonna go into open palm,
Sure.
and
You take on this class was once based on monk. Stan.
yes. One sec. I gotta grab my dice. All right. Well, it's gonna be 2 attack rolls. The first one is a 2
That
plus
misses.
6, so 8.
That misses. She
And
blocks
the
that one away with one of the great swords.
Second is a 17.
That actually misses as well. She
Okay.
blocks that attack away.
Jesus.
Alrighty. And that is my turn.
Sanguisan, you're up.
Okay. Going to bonus action healing word myself.
Sure. Anything else?
And then it's an action to drink my potion, right?
Yes.
And then I get a spell slot back, right?
Yes.
So I'll drink that and then get the spell slot I just used back.
Yep.
Not
And that's
too
the end of your
shabby.
turn.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
At the start of the next round, all of you hear as she spins around and she reconnects her blades, deciding who to strike. All of you hear a tink, 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 and you look to the ground to see a grenade. Everyone make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, Jesus. 7.
Okay.
14.
Sanguisan.
Rolled.
I
Get
got
a
9.
9. Alright. Yeah, all of you fail, and actually she does too. Because she only got an 11. As you guys and her take 14 piercing damage. And wow.
Oh God, if you say 13, I'm gonna
and
fucking-
4 fire damage
Okay.
because I rolled 4-1.
Okay.
And you all are blown back 20 feet. She does remain standing though, and she roars in rage as she sees the interruption of several of the guards now catching up to this section. Because there were many more guards than there were Kaltal, unfortunately. And as she turns and looks at the enemies coming in, and she turns her gaze back to you, Sanguisan, she says, "I would hope the next time you will handle this situation with more honor."
I can only provide as much honor as the situation provides me.
She squints at you, and then she has to turn back and fight the other people. So she's gonna, with a roar, she's gonna turn back on the enemies. So what do you guys want to do? Boss, you're up.
She turns away.
Yeah, she has to. Like, there's a bunch of people shooting at her back essentially now. Like, she can't continue fighting you guys and them.
All right. I will take I can take a defensive stance and say, "Get to the ship, both of you." I'll
We're not leaving
follow
here without
once
you.
there. I would say I'm right behind you.
Do you want to move 30 feet towards the ship and then take a defensive stance while they double move?
Yeah.
Okay. Are the other two of you going to double move on your turns? We're going to go into not turn order now. So.
Yeah.
That depends on if we see the ship being unlocked or not.
Okay.
Anyway.
You
not,
you
I'm
see
gonna
them
be
working
healing.
on. You see them working on the ship, but they have not unlocked it yet.
Okay, then I will
They
just
wanna
run my
unlock it.
30 and then I'll be healing as I run.
All right. So you guys start making this tactical retreat with Isel leading the way, and the two of you moving in slowly behind, trying to make sure that you're staying safe. At this point,
I will stay like pretty close to them though, like not farther than like 10 feet.
Okay. You at this point, the rest of you that rushed towards the ship have gotten up to it. You know that your allies seem to have been. The fight seems to have been broken off from, and you guys have reached the console. And what would you guys like to do?
I can enter the ship, right?
No, it's like locked down right now.
Okay.
You've got to like unlock it from their system.
Okay.
It's designed so that like if this happens, they're hard to steal. So
Yeah.
this was never an easy plan.
Nope.
The Kaltal move was brilliant though, because they're like still fighting them and stuff. So
That wasn't.
You guys have bought yourselves
I'm
a
glad
ton of
that shit
time.
worked out.
yeah. This is on. This is on. My boy
also,
Friday.
there's not that many situations where there's like 3 different forces at once in a fight. So it's always fun when
True.
things get more complex.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic. I just want to make sure that none of what's locking the ship is magical at all.
No, it's
I
pretty
think-
much completely technological.
I think Flair would assume that might be the case because she's never done this before.
Yeah,
But
It's-
she's
it's
used to magic
completely-
locks.
it's completely technological.
Okay, that's fine.
So, who's taking the console? Weston, if you're talking, I can't hear him. Can you guys?
I can't hear him.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Hey,
get
there we
nothing
go.
from no
Weston,
Can you hear me?
we can
Yep.
hear you.
Okay.
Peter
I
check.
said that I'm gonna start, and I'll just say, Ronan, cover me, Flare, cover Voss, and I'll just start computers checking.
Alright, go ahead and make a computer
Inspiration.
How is Flare gonna cover Voss?
She's got fucking range.
I got shooting magic.
She got fucking range.
No, the finger
Boom.
gun's not just for show.
So it's going to take you like a couple rounds.
Yeah.
But we're well on your way. So you start hacking into that, and then after you guys cover for a couple more rounds and everyone else catches up, you get the Valentine unlocked. Just so you guys know, the Valentine is a light transport vehicle. It's essentially the size of Serenity.
It's a decently sized vehicle.
So it's like a legit.
That's good size.
Yeah, no, it's.
I was gonna say I was
can,
imagining
like,
that or
If the battle truck had survived, you would have been able to fit it inside. It's not quite as big as the ship in Cowboy Bebop. It can't fit personal ships, but it can fit like a land vehical, and yeah. So you
Gotta
guys
get ourselves a
rush on.
mule.
Yeah,
You
I'll
guys
just
rush on
I'll
there.
raise my hands as it
Mhm.
locks on. I'll look up to Ronan with a smile on my face and point to it.
Yeah, I sprint in and start priming the engines.
I'll wait outside and
To
start
go.
wait outside and start waving people in.
I mean, they're going to be fighting each other for longer than it took because you rolled really well. So everyone pretty much gets on board,
Let's get outta here.
and you guys have a ship.
hey,
So
fuck yeah.
you've got the Valentine. So the docks is one of the only oldest parts of the station. Zed, if you guys want to go out into space, you could do it from here because this is where the smuggler runs are to get stolen stuff in and out. You know this area.
yeah, I'm just gonna
Alright.
look to Ronan, get us out of here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna burn ammo.
Alright,
Get
yeah. So
out.
you guys feel the sorry, 1 second. I need to double check something. You guys
Oh my God,
feel
boys,
the
butterflies
ship
in the stomach,
thrum
man.
to life.
I'm
Fuck
gonna
yeah.
check to make sure we have enough fuel to get to a new place before I just start trying to fly off.
You have enough fuel to get to places where you could refuel. You don't have
Okay.
enough fuel to get to a specific.
Okay.
Racially, I know some stuff.
Yes.
Racially, I know.
That's a weird way to qualify something.
I
Yeah.
don't want to give anything away, but
Species wise.
species-wise, I got stuff.
There we go. That's
With
less awkward.
Alright guys, focus. With that, all of you feel the ship thrum to life and leave the compound as Ronan expertly navigates the ship through the smuggler's tunnel and slowly out of Atmo of Emeritus Station. Soon you guys find yourselves in space, looking for a heading, and as all of you leave the cargo bay and where you guys were kind of recovering and head to the helm of the ship, you find Ronan sitting in the driver's seat with an empty co-pilot seat to her left side, and just behind them, slightly raised on a platform, Zed sitting in his captain's chair. And Zed, you look around and you touch the toys that you have on your console that you haven't seen in a while.
Mm-hmm. Just rubbing my hand across everything, and
Is there? Slowly, the ship turns up towards the stars.
I just
And
looked
Zed-
at Ronan. Yeah, looked at Ronan. We're home.
I'm gonna just go
Finally.
sit in the co-pilot seat because I'm used to sitting up front now.
Yeah. I
you
won't
guys-
say anything. I'll just look around.
And we're
I'll
home.
sit Lior down somewhere comfortable.
The expanding space and different areas and planets showing up on the screens, and you can even see some in the distance out the windows of the helm. And Emeritus, slowly but surely, gets smaller behind you guys. And
And it
that's
only
the end
takes-
of our session.
It only took 7 sessions.
Hey,
Holy shit.
we had some
I definitely plan to
really
leave you guys
strong
there for a lot
constraints.
longer.
we had some constraints on us.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm saying that's a pretty good amount of time.
No,
to
that
ship
that was way shorter than I expected. I am not far enough ahead. to take care of. As
I
always,
underestimated how much I'm gonna fly by the seat of my pants.
I
man,
guess
we see opportunities and we fucking take them.
Hey man.
I guess it would only be fair of me to say that post session we'll assume that Weston can attune to that hand cannon.
Yeah. I'm flying, right?
Well,
Ooh,
you're
Well, I'm not flying.
somebody read it because my computer is inside plugged in.
I'll read it when I see it.
Yeah, we don't see it yet.
sorry. I'm
Is
just
its
gonna get
name
the
Better
art.
Devils?
Hey, would you chill out?
Shh. Come on. We both know what it is. Come on.
There's references that I put in here for you guys. Don't worry.
This is one of my favorite weapons, man.
It's one
It's
of the
my
best.
favorite weapon.
Yeah.
What is?
It's a
You-
gun from Destiny 2.
A fucking
Oh.
good ass weapon too.
I
Really
think my
good.
favorite is that solar pistol.
Oh yeah.
The
Not
exotic
Thorn,
one.
but what's it called? Sunsinger.
Yeah,
Mhm.
something.
Sunsinger was my first good one.
Mm-hmm. That's his first good exotic. Because you got to choose that one. I was like, just choose Sunsinger. It's the
I
best.
also I got the tracer rifle that does solar damage in an area.
Yep.
I forget what it's called. It's like Prometheus or something.
Yeah, if you start actually like playing again, because they're gonna unlock the thing, Thorn is like one of the best guns in the game. It's
Oh
insane.
god, I love that gun.
It's a dot rounds. There it is, Better Devils, baby.
It's a sunshot. It was Better Devils.
Sunshot,
Yeah, 1d12 damage, 10 to 60 feet, yard range.
Reload
10 shots.
Oh my god.
That's a lot. You have +1 attack and damage. Extended ammo. Better Devils can fire 10 shots before needing to be reloaded. Devil May Cry. Whenever you successfully hit an enemy with an attack with Better Devils, enemy is adjacent to the enemy take half the amount of damage they take round down.
Pretty good.
That's
Ooh,
yeah.
That's
in the
cool.
Really
in game in Destiny, when you shoot, it has explosive rounds, so it does a little AOE.
Yeah.
to people. Yeah, it's sick.